Hold on. Let me make sure there aren't stupid random things where I'm just not at full volume. Chat mic. We're at 100. Sup? Okay, that's at 100. Sample, that's 100. Alright, cool. Should be working. Hello, chat. Welcome to episode... God, what stream is this? 14
dog ass.
Of Doug. Yo, what's up? Hello. How was life? I can't tell if I have like a lot of energy today or very little energy. You know what I mean? Bet.
Did you know I can hear you better after I unmute your stream? Anyone know why that is?
Fizz, you should be able to look into the operating system and figure out what's going on there. How's it going? What's up? What's cracking? Unlike all those fancy Nepo babies who are able to afford a Switch 2, we're the common folk. The common, hot, and rich folk, okay? We're gonna watch commercials. Where's Parker? He's gonna join a little bit. We have to make sure this all works, but... Oh, I want to ban him. I want to ban him. I want to ban him. Let me ban him.
Oh no, episode 14.
I got him. I got him, mods. Ban. Okay, nice. Got him.
I bought a Switch 2, but I was so hot and rich that I used it as toilet paper, and now I don't have one that works.
Damn, that is hot and rich, dude. Wait, we're so hot and rich we didn't go buy a Switch,
hey, Doug,
okay? And we're just gonna scalp one later for extra money.
I wonder
we don't
how
care.
you will incorporate AI into this. Wait, you are going to be original and do this yourself? You've changed, Doug. Your content keeps changing. How dare you betray your current fans?
How dare you evolve your interests? I have not been doing nearly as much AI recently, by design,
All
but no, it'll still be
Sheep
here,
King.
obviously.
I have escaped from prison and learned my lesson. I shall no longer be untrustworthy and only ever be hot and rich.
Oh, Heather, look, you're hot and rich. You deserve to be VIP. However, I do need to purge the VIPs. There's too many.
Hi, Doug.
So if I purge you at some point, I apologize.
Today? You better be.
Dude, I woke up and I wasn't feeling that hot and rich, and then, I'm gonna be honest, I had some of this Celsius,
hey,
which
Doug,
makes me...
I
Oh wait, I'm
feel
supposed
like
to like
Twitch
pitch
chat
this.
has
No, that
been
was something
very
else.
unfriendly lately. The good news is we might be able to fix that by teaching them the magic of friendship with MLP Fim. I'm sure you agree this will benefit the friendliness of all
is that
future
My Little
Duke
Pony?
Duck
Oh, My Little
streams.
Pony Friendship
Your
is magic.
faithful student, user menu zone.
Can I be FR with you guys? Okay. First off, I don't drink caffeine that often, but it's been slowly going up as I've been getting busier and a little more tired. So I drank Celsius on a call, not even on stream, but on a call with my agent. And he was like, "Hey,
cash in the trash.
You drinking energy drinks again? You want to do some sponsorships?" Like he was like on it, which is very funny. And then on top of that, I was like, "Hey, there's this new meal delivery service I'm using. It's not Factor, it's a new one that I just like love, and I haven't mentioned on stream yet." If they were potentially interested in sponsoring, that would be awesome. Like I'm so into them. I've been getting multiple friends into it, like super into this. And he's like, "Oh yeah, what would be great is if you talk about it on stream. Like if you're like, oh, you eat some of it and you're like, yeah, I really love this. And that way it's a clip that I can kind of show to the sponsor and be like, look, Doug like organically loves this stuff. He's already talking about it. He would be a great fit for you guys. So if at some point I'm really obviously
you
like,
just subbed for 3
man,
years.
That's a $60 value, all for only $14.99.
This Skyrim challenge really hard. I can't believe I just died again. All right, let's give it another shot. But first, I want to take a bite of my new salmon and quinoa salad. It's really delicious, and it was ready in just 2 minutes. And I'm like looking at camera and like smiling and giving thumbs up. It's probably I'm trying to get a sponsorship for the company. Dude, it's so good. It'd be so sick. You have to understand, not only am I hot and rich, I also have a lot of subscribers, and that means I deserve to be paid for doing things, right? Like, you have to admit, if I do literally anything or buy any products, the company that makes that product should pay me, right? And so it's not fair that I have to pay good money to buy food right now. They should be giving it to me for free as a sponsorship. I am an influencer. Why don't I have everything for free? This is unbelievable. This chair I paid for. That's not hot and rich at all. Seems fair. Yo, what's up, low level? Yo, low. LLTV, we're doing high tech here today. Watching commercials on YouTube. This is one of my rare Doug Reacts videos. I'm ready. Maybe one of the look, I don't know what the commercials are. Maybe one of them is about machine code. Wait, how low level do you get? I don't think I asked you at the water tower.
Here after watching the mineral video. Do you have a PO box so I could send an actually cool and totally not radioactive mineral?
I don't know how you can do assembly as a job, man. It would drive me insane.
Hi Doug, I got chocolate milk at the store. Can you please requisition me some extra poggies? Okay, bye Doug, I love you.
Look, there's gonna be a lot of poggies today. I do not currently have a PO box for people to send things to. I apologize.
Doug, when is the maid suit stream? Also, are the breast milk drinking allegations true?
I mean, I did drink breast milk at one point. Not recently, but...
Cheating on Factor? D, hashtag ad.
I'm gonna be honest, the new one I've been eating is really, really good. I'm not sponsored to say that right now.
Hi Doug, just got back from the untestable rehabilitation
really enjoyed Factor and ate it every day for years.
I feel like
and now
a
I'm
new
on this
chapter.
new one.
Thank you so much.
I'm just glad that now that you've been rehabilitated in a sort of struggle session that we can trust you. Also, look at my stocks, dude. I'm crushing.
Another sponsor, Doug. Are you planning another first-class ticket to Japan again? Will we see the signs again?
I canceled my trip to Japan because I was too busy. And I just donated the money to charity like a coward. So I'll scam you guys out of money to buy a first-class ticket to Japan later this year. I'm going to try to go for like 2 or 3 weeks in October, hopefully, because I did not get to go this time. And I've been Nihongo Jozuing. I want to go practice my Japanese. What I want to do is the thing that always happens when you learn a new language, where I'm like, man, I'm getting pretty good at this. And then you go into the country or talk to somebody in the foreign language, and you're like, oh, ichinichi do deshita ka? How was your day? And then they're like, blah, 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 and they just go off. And it's like 18 times faster than you can possibly understand, and you realize you don't know anything. I want to go have that feeling again. I want to go realize I know absolutely nothing. I need to go pay top dollar for it.
Hey Doug, so we're supposed to buy everything from Theses commercials, right?
Jesus, take the wheel. We're gonna do the same thing as
hey Doug,
cologne commercial.
You sell out, fuck you. How dare you betray your core audience of communists? That is the only reason I subbed. Fuck you, Doug.
I feel like there are, because of the podcast, there are some people who are
hey Doug, I've been editing a video of yours. Do I get some social credit for contributing to the Doug economy?
Look, everybody needs to be contributing to the economy at all times. Hey Gavin Newsom, I'd love to tell you about this food delivery service.
Don't lie. We know you get tax write-offs on your chair making it free. You don't deserve more money on top of that.
That is super not how tax write-offs work. I can write off my chair though. That is true. Dutch Bros is crushing it in the stocks. Akujin,
hey Doug,
the
I
meme
would like
stock,
to apologize for calling you bored and bad at 2D platformers in Old English back in the Dunning-Kruger effect discussion.
Did you see Tesla?
It was not history nerd enough, so here. Netek hedged me juha ebendi hawe.
Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Ooh, that's a big dip.
Connor said he would love to have you on Trash Taste yesterday. Would love to see you on.
I agree. I do want to I'm not calling you out specifically here, by the way, but something I talked to about Connor last time I was in Japan is that people asked me if I was going to be on Trash Taste when I went to Japan. And then they also asked him, like, are you going to have Doug on Trash Taste? In general, you shouldn't ask a person who's a podcast host if they're going to, like, it's just like, what if they don't want me on the show? which would be completely reasonable. I don't know two of the three guys. It's like it's kind of awkward to be like, yeah, maybe. So even if he's like, yeah, that'd be cool, he's of course gonna say that. Like, and I like Connor, he's a friend. But also I think people sometimes, again, not you, but there's definitely some people who don't realize that if you publicly ask a streamer, hey, are you gonna have this person on the podcast? They can't really say no without being an asshole. You know what I mean? So maybe they want to have me on, but also they might just be polite. You know what I mean? And that is completely in their right. I understand fully. Also, what the hell happened to Tesla, man? Is it because of Elon and Trump? Wait, this is today? Holy shit. Wow. I didn't realize it was having that big of an impact on stock. I saw Elon going crazy on Twitter, which, knew was going to happen, but holy shit. I don't really want to, I want to try to, as much as possible, have politics separated into the political podcast I do, but it's crazy how much they're going at each other. Like, it's truly baffling. Elon is not tactful at all. It's so dumb to start a beef with the president of the United States. Like, it's very insane.
Hey,
yeah.
Doug. What are your thoughts on the rumors that the Switch 2 is going to be delayed by a year for people who watch bald streamers who are bad at 2D platformers?
I mean, I did try to go buy a Switch.
Hey Doug, is Pox ready to emote watching the most interesting ads that are able to be considered Emmy winning? Also, hey chat, Doug said he was so hungry he could eat a Twitch chatter. Hey Doug, can you buy me the new Dune game please? I love you, thank you. Just send a code to my whispers, thanks, love you.
Here, I'll just write the code out right now. Elon is on ketamine.
Because of Zibbies I am
Dude,
feeling
I've
rich
talked
and
about this
hot.
publicly.
I got my wisdom teeth out, so your streams making me feel rich and hot are really helping with the pain. And the drugs.
I'm on ketamine. I mean, not right now, but I've taken ketamine a number of times for anxiety and depression. And I've talked about this on podcasts, so I'm fine mentioning it here. I don't think what's going on with Elon is ketamine. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like there's something else going on there, dude. At least in my experience, that is not what ketamine does in any way, shape, or form. I feel like this is when if somebody has the flu and then they get into a car and drive into a Best Buy, I don't think you can be like, well, he had the flu. I feel like he's just, there's something else that's going on and it's not the flu. That's my opinion on Elon and ketamine. Like, apparently he does ketamine a bunch, but again, I've done probably like 20 times or something in a medical setting, and it was really great for me. And I've talked about it in more detail in other areas. And I have a hard time imagining why that would cause the things he's doing. So it's very strange. Elon is just kind of insane. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay, we do need to get through the text to speech. I'll call Parksher though.
Hey chat, since Doug doesn't have a PO box, you guys can just send stuff for him to me, and I'll send Doug an email telling him about it.
Yeah, that works. That works too. Probably too
Hello,
much.
Douglas.
Hello,
Douglas.
Parksher. I'm
Hey
going to
Doug,
try sharing my screen
surprised
and
to
see if
see
you
you
can
streaming.
hear everything.
Lost my cat of 8
Okay.
years today. I am genuinely heartbroken, but seeing you came online helped it somewhat.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, Demon.
This is a serious message, so you know it's not a meme or joke. TTS.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Hello, Tesla.
Subbed for 3 years.
Can
That's a
you
$60
hear
value.
text to
Hey
speech?
Doug,
for only
I made a D's nuts
$14.99.
joke during the second social credit stream and I didn't get banned. Can you please
yes,
ban me for
actually.
1 million
Okay.
seconds?
How
in advance.
why is Notepad talking to me?
I was going to write a code for the newest game for Dune. It's right there.
I'm traveling to Vietnam next week. First time overseas. Any advice for overseas travel?
It's a great question for Parksher, who's listening in.
Wait, what did you write? What is that code?
That was a code for the new Dune game.
The new Doom game?
The new Dune game.
I don't get it.
The new Dune game. I don't know what else.
What is
to
a
tell
new
you,
Dune
to be
game?
honest.
Hold on, let me Google it.
It's a video game. I'm really not sure what
Doom
to say.
game.
Gonna mute text to speech soon.
Doom franchise is an American media franchise created by John Cockmack, John Romero, John Carmack,
Yeah, that's fine. You're
John
close.
Cloud,
You're only a
and
few
John
letters off.
Hall.
Doug, I love how you stream after my birthday. Thanks, Doug.
Wait, can you hear the music too?
It's a 2-year subscription.
Yes.
That's
Oh, wow,
cash
interesting.
in the trash.
Wait, Doug, what happened to your stock?
Do you like the trash jacket? I was
What
thinking
stock?
of buying the blue one also.
Your
and
Tesla
one is
stock,
pretty hot
the
and
thing that
hot.
I see on your screen right now.
I sold most of my Tesla stock, so I got in the clear. But it has crashed because Elon and Donald Trumpo are fighting. It is actually very ridiculous. It's like after the stream, you should go look at it. Elon is
Wait,
just like
Elon Musk and Donald Trump are fighting?
like crazy levels. Elon is just talking shit about him, saying he wants to, like, it's been a betrayal, saying that, like, retweeting his old tweets about the budget, like going back on all these things that he said, and then said that Donald Trump is on the Epstein files and that's why they aren't releasing it. it's like he is full on having a
Wait, this is hilarious. Where do I look at this?
It's very funny. It's on Twitter. He's having a like full on temper tantrum. Okay, what do we do about text-to-speech? We can listen to them. If you go look at the Elon thing for a few minutes, we can get through text-to-speech and then start commercials.
Hey Doug,
Hold on, I'm busy.
I'm here. Did you know there is also a fully online furry convention going on right now? Okay, bye.
I have no idea about what that is.
Your music is like 4 times the volume of text-to-speech, at least on my end.
Month stream. How about
Really?
Doug becomes gay at 2D platformers this month instead of bad at them?
It's a good idea. Is text-to-speech normal for everybody else? I mean, look, I'm going to have to mute text-to-speech during most of the
I'm
stream,
more than
so it doesn't really
contributing
matter.
to the economy this week. I'm doing just over double my contracted hours. Praise the mega core and capitalism.
It's a 2-year subscription.
That's
There
cash
is music,
in the
yeah.
trash.
Can you guys not hear it? Is it not going...
Hey Doug. I hope you are having a great day. I am asking you publicly if you can make my AVIP in chat.
Oops. Uh-oh, shit.
This is so funny. I'm going through Elon Musk's Twitter right now.
Oh, it's wild. It's like a week ago. Yeah, I mean, the music's quiet just so Parkster isn't drowned out.
Do you legally have to add hashtag ad in the title? You are advertising for them.
The word is title, first off. Secondly, everybody should go check out starforgepc.com/DougDoug. There's a huge summer PC
Hey
sale
Doug,
right now.
can I
These
be
PCs
on your
are rip ass,
podcast?
dude.
You guys
Use
talk
code
about your
DougDoug for
boring
95%
stuff,
off.
That is not
stuff and
correct.
whatnot, and I'll talk about how Transformers, the movie, is a movie about how different nations deal with the loss of their leaders.
We have been looking for a guest who can talk about the Transformers movies on our podcast. We're a little bored after Gavin Newsom. So we've been trying to pivot to people who like movies. But yes, thank you, Starforge. I don't shout them out enough, dude. The PCs are so sick. I'm gonna be honest. This is a
Use
hashtag
code
ad.
DougDoug for 98% off.
It is quite literally a hashtag ad, but also this PC's rip.
And by 98% off, I mean the 98% of the bill will be sent directly to DougDoug. He will buy you a free PC.
I am a walking ad. See, Starforge PC is just like a giant billboard that like crashes into stream occasionally. You guys have to look at the billboard. It's 98. It is. I want to be clear. It is not 98% off. Just because a person in chat says some amount of percentage off is not what will actually happen on the website.
No, I'm the one who said that.
But I can
it's
literally,
official.
I am on the record as saying that your life will become 98% better once you buy a Starforge PC. The only thing preventing you from getting that job that you want or impressing that person you have a crush on is the fact that you don't have those sweet ass plate lights in your PC case. God, they're so...
That is incorrect.
No, I'm pretty sure that's true.
Oh, wait, can we delay the stream by like a few hours?
No, why?
I'm
We get a
reading
channel
Elon
point
Musk's
reward to
Twitter.
slam a Starforge PC billboard into you. So we just have a gigantic billboard crash. That's such a good way to do ads. That's actually amazing. Shit, I do actually kind of want to do that. That's funny. All right, I'll think of it. I'll put it in my list. But yo, Parksher, remember how in the stock game, Okogen, the company that my AI suggested that was literally about to be delisted because it was doing so badly, and I bought it around here? Wait, no, I bought it around here, right?
No, that's a 1 month. Switch to 6 months.
I bought it in oops. Well, but anyway, the point is, I bought it when it was like 0.7. I bought it here, I think, 0.7. This is a company that is going to be delisted from the stock market because they're doing so badly, and then they're on the uptick right now, and they're worth 95 cents. Oxygen alone is getting me $300 and helping me win the stock race, dude. Literally from the Doug AI just saying wrong information. And if the result of this whole stock competition we're doing is that the winner was basically determined by Nancy Pelosi and the AI. It's so funny. It's amazing. I'm currently in second.
Sitting here.
Did Aiden base his off of Nancy Pelosi?
I think I got a good one.
No, so Atrioc made his top choices, particularly Tempest AI, based on Nancy Pelosi. He knows nothing about Tempest AI, and immediately the stock just like skyrocketed because she invested in it. Aiden is
Nancy
doing...
Pelosi knows about Tempest AI. She knows a lot about Tempest AI.
I'm sure she does, yes. And then Aiden went in on the metals company because we had talked about it because they're doing like deep sea mining, and then that has just popped off crazy hard because Trump announced they're going to do a bunch of deep sea mining. And
Douglas, we need to look at the most important security. How is Trump coin doing?
Trump coin has currently lost Ludwig $713.
No, Ludwig, no.
Yeah, his picks of United Healthcare Group and Trump coin have both been big losers. Even though Nintendo was up 40%, which I'm surprised by. Same with Take-Two. I don't know why Take-Two is up 20% after delaying GTA 6 for another year.
Wait, when was the CEO of United Health Group assassinated?
That was I don't remember when. Oh, did Palantir get a NATO contract? Is that why Palantir is so crazy? That would make sense.
Was it before or after he selected the stocks?
Oh, it was after. I mean, that was the joke. He jokingly on stream was like, now they're going to bring in a fresh, great new CEO because the other one had just been assassinated.
Okay, so then he thought it was going to rebound, and instead it just crashed harder.
Yes. I mean, I think it was also a meme, and the same way Trump coin was a meme. He did ask in our group thread in Discord if he could basically get a refund on Trump coin and swap it to something else, and everybody said no. Because he would basically be tied with stands if he didn't have Trump coin. Or for most of the competition, that has been the case. It's mostly based on Trump coin that's pulling him down. The contract was in April. Okay, that would make sense why Palantir's been crushing. Okay, I'm going to
also get that from Nancy Pelosi.
I will also be in Japan during October and November. If I somehow
did you also get that from Nancy Pelosi? Palantir?
No. Would you sign it?
Yes, if you run into me. I'll sign anything if you run into me, honestly. Okay, we're gonna get through a couple more text speeches and then let's start commercials.
Ads, could we say it's TV time?
Oh, also I need to get your face.
By chat, I love you.
It's TV time, I guess. Why would we need to say that though?
Happy Pride Chat.
How do I get yours?
I was one of the like 5% who thought Dukes was real. Anyways, fuck you. Love you. Rat.
I turned on my webcam.
Excellent.
Hey Doug, I think we should raise money to get a broke, jobless, depressed person a Switch to I'm willing to take the bullet and be the one who gets it.
I am not getting your camera.
I will turn off my webcam.
If you talk about your employees on stream,
I've turned on my webcam.
Right. Also, would you be interested in doing an interview with a representative from UAW, Auto Worker Union, regarding union stuff on the podcast? If so, I can email you.
Potentially. I mean, you can always just email me and suggest it. DougDoug@DougDoug.com. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm happy to at least look at it.
Stock markets for the channel points?
Stock markets for the channel points. What does that mean? It's TV time. What is that a reference to?
To be fair, Doug, when you did ketamine, you weren't one of the most powerful and narcissistic men on the planet. Also, it's worth remembering that he basically bought the presidency.
Counterpoint, I am one of the most powerful and narcissistic men on the planet.
Puxa, don't let Doug eat you. He is already trying to on a rampage against Twitch chatters to eat them.
How do I frickin' do this, bro? There we go.
I heard my name, but your music is too loud, so I didn't understand what the text-to-speech said.
Dude, the music is really
quiet. You will
quiet.
not silence us.
I do not know why that's a... Okay, I'm trying to find a
Hey,
place to put you
Doug,
on the screen.
I didn't realize we were supposed to send text-to-speech messages. Please give my best to Parkser. Have a nice Emmys commercials tier list stream, boys.
Thank you. Okay. Where do I put you? I didn't think about
Hey
this.
James and all the other viewers I stole from Doug. Oh, and hi Doug. I'm wondering why my viewers can hear my alerts audio when I stream but I can't. Please send help. Okay, bye Doug, I love you.
I mean, that would require some debugging your specific setup, and unfortunately I cannot help with that. I'm sorry. Where should I put
You're
you?
the only streamer I watch who isn't playing the new Mario Kart right now.
It's because I'm better than Mario Kart, okay? I'm hot and rich. Hot and rich people don't buy the Switch on the day it comes out, and also
I can offer my
they wouldn't sell me
green-cheeked
one.
Connor to guest star on Lemonade Stand. He'd do nothing but dance and scream for 90 minutes straight. He would be perfect for a political discussion.
Wait, hold on. That is so funny. If we do a political debate during one of the podcast episodes and there's a parrot as the guest and it's just screaming the whole time. And we just, whenever it talks, we look at it really earnestly and nod like it's contributing things that are just as, oh, that's so funny.
It's a
Oh,
2-year
man.
subscription.
That's cash
Parrots
in the
scream
trash.
so much too. If we get like multiple parrots in a cage, like one of their little like habitat things, and they're just sitting on a chair and they're just screaming the whole time. It's so funny. Okay, where should we put Big P? Thoughts, people. We can put him here. Maybe over here, but then it's blocking the commercial. I mean, I can put him down here, but then it's blocking the text. I can rearrange the text, I guess. I'm not putting him over my face. I can put him up here, I guess. Obviously, over the Twitch chat would probably make the most sense. Bottom, because this covers a bunch of the commercials, the problem. Make chat smaller. I think I gotta put him over you guys. And just block you. I'm sorry. Parkster, do you have any strong preferences?
No.
Give Parkster a desk so he's equal. That's so unnecessary, man. I think this makes the most sense, probably. Make him slightly bigger. All right, a few more text speeches.
Doug,
I'm
you
gonna have to
just
mute him.
said that you have to agree to things publicly. Like how code Doug gives you 98% off. Also publicly asking you to also give me $1,000 if you can't make me VIP.
No, the difference is if you're asking somebody, you're asking two like professionals if they're gonna interact in some way.
Hey Dobred. I believe you are mistaken. It is Tittle, not Titu. Thank you, love. There's no need for this stream. Obviously the best commercial ever is the Doug stream itself. It's the perfect ad for it.
Okay. Are we ready? Parkster, are you willing to do a YouTuber
One
intro
time,
voice?
I fell asleep to your Obama plays Mario Party with his hands video, and I had a dream that I was trapped in a labyrinth and Obama was there. As I was stirring awake, the text-to-speech voice repeated Obama until I woke up. This is important information that I thought you should know.
That is very loud.
Why is the music
I
louder
can
for you?
still
That
sort of
doesn't
hear
make
the text to
sense.
speech. I am.
Hey Doug, can you ask what animal Parkser would be? Okay, I'm going to a furry convention. Bye.
I'm still enthralled by Elon Musk's Twitter.
Palantir
This is the most amusing
fascists.
thing ever.
Palantir is helping destroy freedom and safety. Fuck Palantir.
Doug, I have a very
Watching
important
this stream
question.
while on open heart surgery. Fire emoji.
How many more
BT
texts
Doug
do you have?
Parkser, the doctor said
One more.
you were sounding very serious.
Okay. Very important question.
Yeah.
Are you team Elon Musk or Donald Trump?
That's not. I'm not either on either of those two teams. It's like asking me which of the cricket teams I'm rooting for in the World Championship. I don't give a fuck about cricket. I'm not on one of the teams.
This is so funny. What caused the change?
Hey, if you want to know what caused the change, actually, unironically, a great way to learn is last week on the Lemonade Stand podcast, we talked about the bill. Also, maybe my stream died briefly. Says my internet's up. Oh, it's coming back up. Genuinely
Last week?
So there was, okay, real quick. There's a budget bill happening, a reconciliation budget bill. They are talking about the basically the Republicans are pushing a lot of spending, additional spending, and not a lot of cuts, which is something that Elon was very against because his entire thing was about cutting costs. So he's very upset about that. And if you want to hear all about it, you can listen to Lemonade Stand, the brand new podcast by Doug Duggaroo.
What are they spending on?
You should listen to the podcast that talks about this in depth.
Oh, I'm a little busy right now. I'm talking with my friend Doug.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
If I had more free time, I would go listen to that. But because I'm busy talking with my friend Doug, I can't actually listen to the Lemonade Stand. Also, what's the biggest category that they're spending on?
Tax cuts, basically. They're doing like almost $2 trillion in tax cuts.
Oh, is that for me?
I mean, I guess. Or well, yeah, you're hot and rich. Yeah. You and me, as being richer, are getting more money from this, which we really need. Our lifestyle needs to get better.
The tax cuts means that you and I can live a more comfortable life, and the entire rest of your Twitch chat does not.
No, hold on. All of Twitch chat's hot and rich. We've been over this. They are hot and rich.
Okay.
We literally proved this.
Okay, so then your entire Twitch chat supports Donaldo Trump.
I don't know if you can necessarily... Being hot and rich does not necessarily correlate exactly to that. So I don't know if you can make that line.
No, they're rich.
I think they're all hot and rich, and thus they are both hot and rich. That's basically the only conclusion you can make.
Okay, the only reason I said that is because I already know what the Twitch political demographic is broadly, and I wanted to see your chat desperately say no when I point out that they are Donald Trump supporters.
It is funny. Today, we're going to be watching every single award-winning commercial from the Emmys. That's right, Parkser. Why don't you go ahead and tell them what's the Emmys all about?
The what?
The Emmys.
Oh. It's where people dress up to model.
Not correct. The Emmys is a yearly show where they award excellence in television. This is where the TV gets all the different awards. I need to turn this off. We need to be able to hear the commercial.
Why are people laughing?
Oh, it's because they remembered a funny joke.
The music is extremely loud.
Okay, I'll stop turning on music. Let me just finish the YouTuber intro. Editor, cut out that part about him saying the music was too loud. Maybe edit it so that he says the music is really good. Subscribe on YouTube. Okay.
The music is so loud that it triggered my subwoofer, so the ground is rumbling.
Now, I don't really give a fuck about the Emmys. However, I just found out that every single year, the Emmys give an award for the most outstanding commercial, and they've been doing this for 30 years. So today, thanks to Roach, we have put together a playlist of all of the different commercials that have won an Emmy over the last 30 years, and we're going to rank them in this tier list. And whichever commercial we think is the most absolute cinema at the end, Parkser, you and I have to actually purchase one of those things, okay?
The product in the commercial?
Or whatever, yeah. I think one of them is about a school shooting, so we're not going to do that one. Why are they advertising school shootings?
I
don't know. I just Roach helped organize this and just warned me that some of these are really intense, thematically. I assume they're not advertising shootings, but it must be something. I don't know what it's. Look, we're gonna get to that. That's like in the 2010s or 2020s.
Wait, who is Big Fat Terry?
Oh, he's one of the sponsors of today's stream.
Oh,
Roach put in two other names, and so I changed them to Roach and Big Fat Terry. I don't think there hasn't been an Emmy commercial my mom hasn't cried over. I'm hoping this is like funny and upbeat and lighthearted, but it might not be. I don't know. Okay, so here are our tiers, Parkshire. Down in the very bottom, we've got I would rather die than purchase this product. Then we've got D tier, C tier, B tier, A tier, and then A. Instead of S, we've got Absolute Cinema. Bam. Which I guess I'll turn on, but you guys can't spam this too much. Don't spam cinema if we aren't actually watching the end, like we aren't finished with a commercial. So otherwise it'll just block it. Parkshire. Ow. Do you hear that? I had my... Oh, that was your cat? I didn't know who that was.
Are you talking?
Are you trolling with the music? It's really quiet on my end.
It is extremely loud.
What? That doesn't make any sense. It's quiet for me and my stream. Whatever. It's like once we start the commercials, doesn't matter. We're not gonna have music. I
assume this will mean the commercials will also be very loud.
I guess. You can turn that down. It'll be the only thing, because text-to-speech and music will be off. Editor, edit all that out. Make it sound like we're...
Oh, right. I can just lower the volume on your screen thing from 200% to 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that your volume comes in separately from the stream.
Yeah.
Hey, the music is really quiet. Could you turn that up?
God damn it. Okay. Are you... Sorry, hold on. Are you ready?
For what?
Now, this is, as far as I'm aware, this might be the maybe only third or fourth time in your life you've seen a commercial or any kind of video or media, so I'm not exactly sure how this will land. Wait, Roach, didn't it start in 87? No, it started in 97.
When I was a kid, I watched commercials all the time because my parents would leave the TV on and then they would just play commercials.
Roach, this means that this was the Emmys of 1997, right? Do you happen to remember off the top of your head? Doug, what the fuck is going on? It's really like pretty clear, man. You can just look. It's 1897. I don't think the Emmys were awarding commercials yet. Also, the Emmys didn't exist. Also, TV didn't exist. It's not.
When was TV founded?
I want to say 1973.
What have they been doing for 24 years? Did they not have commercials for 24 years?
They only started awarding commercials in 1997. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
For what?
Ladies and gentlemen, the first award-winning commercial of all time. Let's go.
That is a pimp. I never could have outfought Santino. But I didn't know until this day that it was Bazzini all along.
Mama says stupid as
He's talking in Japanese.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
The force is with you, young Sky.
Oh, he's saying movie clips.
September 19th, their inexplicable behavior continues. Got to go now. Braveheart is on.
Now, our feature presentation.
Okay, Oh, no, okay, we can't continue.
What?
Wow.
Wait, can you replay that but in like 1080p so I can actually see what's going on?
Wait, well, hold on, what?
Can you replay the ad but in 1080p so I can actually see what's going on?
Dude, this commercial's from over like 300 years ago. This is the highest quality that we have. Okay, what are your thoughts on this commercial? This is for HBO, and the joke is that all of these movie quotes are being said by monkeys. I'm going to be honest, this didn't do much for me.
Wait, what is this for?
This is a commercial for HBO.
What were the monkeys saying? I could barely hear the monkeys. I could hear them. I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Here, I'm going to see what Twitch chat thinks. We'll do a combo between Yumi and Twitch chat of how to rank it.
Why do they sound like this?
September 19th, their inexplicable behavior continues. Got to go now. Braveheart is on.
Now, our feature presentation.
Oh, Okay, so they're saying that is HBO, that's like a TV station?
I really picked the best possible viewing partner for this. Yes.
Okay, so then the monkeys figured out how to turn on HBO on the TV, and they are role playing as parrots, and they're reciting the lines that they heard from HBO, and then this doctor that is observing the monkeys being parrots, and then that is supposed to be funny.
So, Parkshire, the people have voted D tier. I would say C tier. I thought it was clever, like conceptually clever. Parkshire, what do you think? What's your final verdict?
Wait, can you confirm that is actually the meaning of the commercial? So I don't know that I understood it correctly.
I don't think they're meant to be parrots. I think it's just like, oh, the monkeys are in also quoting things because Jane Goodall is a famous gorilla person and has influenced them to watch movies or something.
Jane Goodall is a gorilla?
She is a gorilla woman.
That's not correct.
She trains gorillas.
She just looks like a normal person. She's not a gorilla. She trains
gorillas. Oh, apparently chimpanzees. She trains chimpanzees.
Wow, you got gorillas confused with chimpanzee.
Yeah, they're pretty
chimpanzees. Wait. What's the difference between a gorilla and a chimpanzee?
Okay, you were literally trolling. Moving on. This is going into a C or D tier. What's your vote?
D.
Okay. Both Twitch chat Parks are not a fan of the monkey commercial. But
that
fortunately,
sucks.
In 1998, we got a hot new one from Apple. Let's check it out. Oh my God, what happened?
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently.
Bet.
They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo.
FR.
You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius.
Kermit?
Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Oh, man. Okay, here's the problem. That is the most pretentious commercial I've ever seen in my life. It's like decently well made, right? Can this stop? Holy shit. But just showing every single great leader ever of all time and then putting your logo at the end, I don't think means you are like good as a company. You don't get it. Okay, I need to turn off autoplay.
Your music is 7 times louder than the commercial.
What? That doesn't make sense. You're getting a screen share of my desktop audio. All right, fine. I'll turn off the music. I'll just leave it off. That's fine. How do I turn off automatic play?
You also muted the commercial, but yes, it was very loud. Wait, so this is for Apple.
You wouldn't understand you aren't different. The ads are very quiet. Hold on. Is this volume for the ad okay?
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers.
It's a little quiet, but that's just what it is.
Square holes.
Just a quiet thing. Okay, Parsher, I don't feel like you understand how to react to things. Also, is there a way to stop the playlist from automatically playing? I don't think there is if it's a playlist, because that's literally the point of a playlist. Parsher, what do you think?
How is that a commercial? That does not give me any desire to purchase any Apple products.
Well, okay, here's the question. Would you rather die than purchasing an Apple product?
No.
Okay. I feel like it's just maybe in 1998 it wasn't as overdone to just be like, here at Budweiser, we think Gandhi was amazing. We like Nelson Mandela, right? Back then it was probably a little more unique 20 whatever years ago. But it feels like they didn't. I don't know, man. There's nothing about why Apple is a good company. It's just like, remember Gandhi? Do you remember the Wilbur brothers, or Wright brothers? Do you remember the Wright brothers? Do you remember Martin Luther King Jr.? What are you, a racist? You don't want to buy our Macintosh? You hate Martin Luther King Jr. because you won't buy an iPod? I feel like that doesn't work, man. Okay, chat would rather die than buy this product. What is your vote? I
would rather purchase an Apple product instead of dying.
I would say, I don't know. I would say maybe like C or D, because it's fine. It just, by modern standards, this is so tropey and obnoxious, and like it's just been overdone.
Fine. Okay. Wait. So the objective of a commercial is to incentivize you in some way to purchase the product or otherwise remember the brand, so that when you encounter the brand later, you are more familiar with it and like it more, and then thus increase your chances of purchasing the product.
Yeah.
That I already dislike Apple. That commercial made me dislike Apple even more, and that gave me zero incentive to purchase an Apple product.
Okay.
I rated a D.
But below Monkeys? The Monkeys, I think, was like clever and at least interesting.
Yes, it is below Monkeys.
Can we agree we're moving Monkeys up to C tier? Does anybody have major complaints with that?
No.
Okay.
Because they should have used parrots instead of monkeys.
But Jane Goodall is a gorilla woman.
Why did you move it to C tier?
I just said we should move Monkeys up, and you said yes.
And then I said no. This is literally rigged.
You think one of the worst commercials we're going to see from the past 30 years of award-winning commercials is the monkey one because you think they should be parrots? I think it was fine.
I mean, I don't really watch too many commercials.
I know.
So
I know.
I have no like metric to compare it to.
Okay, well the metric to compare it to is the monkey one, which I feel like was substantially better.
Yeah, the monkey one sucked. So everything is D tier, I guess.
Okay, fine. We're moving on to 1999, which is a school bus ad, I guess. All right, are you ready?
Wait, we're gonna buy a school bus?
Okay. This is from snap.com. Okay. And look, the audio quality will get better. The video quality will get better over time because, you know, it won't be from the feudal era. This is a commercial for Snapchat, by the way. Okay, this already feels pandery. They're like, remember kids? Do you remember being a kid? Emotional piano music. Aren't kids great? You don't want to see kids die. What? He's learning sign language on... Oh, they're going to beat him up. He's going to take his lunch. Oh.
T-O-M-M-Y. My name is Tommy. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Okay, that's adorable, and my icy heart has melted. I would go to war for Snap.com. I'm going to be honest, I fucking love that commercial, dude. That was fantastic.
Is Snap.com a search engine?
I don't know what Snap.com is. That was cute. Dude, I was not sold at the beginning because they were just doing like, remember children? But then it got really good, I think.
Okay, apparently Snapchat purchased Snap.com, so it's no longer the same Snap.com. Provided that it is advertising like a search engine or some sort of... I can't hear myself thinking.
Okay, sorry.
Well, let me turn down the stream volume. I can adjust it up and down.
Okay, in between commercials, if you could adjust it down so that I can play music.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Snapchat is dumb, but if Snap.com originally was a search engine and that was the search, then I would rate that as...
Someone said this reminds me of how I grew up in Chatopia. Okay, chat.
Maybe
chat
like
is
a
strong.
or a B.
So A or B, but not cinema. Because I'm leaning towards A. I actually really thought that was sweet. Our top tier is absolute cinema. The next tier down is A and then B.
Wait, what exactly is absolute? I thought this was just like a random old man who you put into your stream so people can spam the word cinema.
This man is named Charles Scorsese. He is a famous film man, okay? And
wait,
an absolute cinema.
Wait, how do you spell his last name?
Scorsese. And the absolute cinema is the feeling
how
when
do
all
you
you can
spell
do is
his
throw
last
your
name?
hands up and say, "Oh, cinema." You know, you probably have that feeling all the time.
How do you spell his last name?
Scorsese. It's Italian.
Doug, do you know what the alphabet is?
Scorcezese, something like that. I actually don't know how to spell it because it is weirdly Italian.
Oh, Luciano Charles Scorsese. Wait, this is not that same person.
Anyways, what do
That's
you
literally not him.
What do you rank this man? I mean the bus, sorry.
The man in the cinema thing I rank as I'd rather die than purchase that man.
Okay.
For the school bus, why is it a school bus instead of Snap? I will pick A.
A tier. I am also gonna go A tier. And here's my thinking. I think it was really sweet. It was adorable. There's probably room for that level of sweetness and adorableness while also being like an amazingly unique ad. So I think we want to leave room for absolute cinema, but I like that one a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't think I'm gonna beat up children on the school bus anymore. I think I'm just gonna learn sign language using snap.com.
Is that a reference to my school bus incident?
What?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, hold on. Can you remind us of the school bus incident? And I want you to just frame it in terms of this commercial. All right, so like this kid gets on the bus.
Okay, fine.
Okay, this kid gets on the bus, and then what happened here for you?
Okay, so to be clear, this is not as exciting as you're making it out to be. This is just a very plain, normal, boring story.
Okay.
The previous night, I did not use Snap.com. Also, I used to live in the Midwest, in the Chicagoland suburbs, where it gets freezing cold and it snows a lot. There was this troll on the school bus that kept on opening the window to the school bus to torment everybody else on the bus.
Because he was deaf?
He was not deaf. He's actually completely normal.
Oh, so he was like a human
if he
child.
Was deaf, I would not have done this. He was a completely normal child.
Okay, so this is him right here in the blue shirt, and then you are giving him the glare. Okay, yep, go on.
So he's a little in front of me.
Okay, so you're looking at him like this, yeah?
He kept on opening the window, and people told him to close the window, so we stop role-playing as if we are literally in Antarctica, but he refused to close the window to the school bus. It got colder and colder, and the bus driver was not using both halves of her brain that day, so she just let it happen.
Okay.
So I went up to him and punched him in the head.
So this kid turns, and then in your version of the story,
no, the kid was not
him
deaf.
in the face. What, did you pretend like you were teaching him sign language at first, but that was just a fist?
No.
I bet like you got a really good hit in because he couldn't even hear you coming.
Yeah, he was not deaf. He was a completely normal person. If he had some sort of shortcoming or like disability or whatever, I'd have been a lot more understanding. This is a normal kid.
What if he does? What if you look at it now and it turns out he was severely disabled? How would you look? This was you. This was you right here. You balled up your fist.
Too late. Anyway, he seemed very normal. It was very clear that he had the intent to torment the rest of the school bus and all the other kids on the bus.
Okay, do you want to produce a commercial that's exactly a replica of the snap.com, except the kid here punches the kid in blue, and then it says parser.com and ends?
The night before, instead of researching sign language, I will research mixed martial arts.
Yeah, the kid is on like UFC.com and just punches the shit out of it. Oh, I want to do this so bad. Okay, I think we're all in agreement. A-tier commercial. That was actually really great. But we're getting into the 2000s. This one looks like it has Will Smith. Next commercial. Here's a moment for you to...
Is that the guy who slapped his wife?
Yes. Here's a moment for you to adjust your volume if you need. I don't know if this is going to be a commercial for a movie or if it's going to be a commercial referencing the movie. Is this one I Am Legend or I, Robot? I Am Legend, right? Something like that.
I'm ready.
All right. I don't see Will Smith yet. Oh yeah, Y2K, remember that?
Yes.
For people who don't know, Y2K was expected to like destroy the world.
This literally did not happen.
This is accurate.
This
I was
is
there.
literally incorrect.
Okay, I love this so far. This is what it looks like every day when I go running in Los Angeles.
That's literally incorrect.
That is literally Los Angeles, by the way.
Okay, that sort of is.
Morning. How you doing?
Why is there... Okay, that was a great commercial. It was a Nike commercial?
Morning. How you doing?
Okay, that's really good, man. I loved that one. That's like a cinema tier for me. Parcher? Did you see the commercial?
Yes, I did see the commercial. Why is that a Nike commercial?
The point is, like, even during total chaos, just do it. Go out, get your runs in, be an athlete. I thought that was great. Like, I really like that.
No, that's incredibly stupid. If the world is ending, you should absolutely not put on your Nikes and
One
go
of the
out
things
for
that
a
is
run. You
key
should
to staying in
prepare for
shape is
Doom.
to be consistent. Doesn't matter what's going on, Park, so you got to get that 2 miles in.
No, that is literally incorrect.
You didn't like that? Okay, straight up. You didn't like that commercial?
That made no sense.
Are you serious? That is such a good one. I can't tell if you're trolling. That was a really good commercial.
There's a giraffe.
Yes, the point is, oh, it's post-apocalyptic and this person is still getting out there and getting their run in. I see a couple people in chat who agree with you, by the way.
Also, I actually don't like Nike shoes to begin with, so maybe I have a bias.
Okay. But you didn't even realize it was Nike till the end. I guess you weren't really sold until the end. I mean, the joke doesn't really land until the literal very end when it's Nike. That's when it's funny. And if you don't like Nike, that doesn't really work. What is your ranking?
Fine. I won't rate it a D. I will rate it a C instead.
Do we really have to bump this down out of cinema tier? Me and Chad are both like firmly in cinema, but I think if you were staunchly against it, it has to drop down to A. Next to School Bus.
Wait, that's not even William Smith.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense that the little images we have here are kind of jokes. There's people in the comments of the video that said this ad freaked them out as a kid. This is one of my favorite commercials. Parkser is wrong. T-Monster, a published author, by the way, Parkser, said that you're probably wrong here.
Huh?
What's up, T? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, that's the person who you had dinner with at TwitchCon.
Yes.
I remember him.
Author of Twitch for Dummies. So you firmly do not believe that it's absolute cinema. So, okay, what this means, what I'm realizing, for us to get any commercial into absolute cinema tier, it needs to convince me in Twitch chat, which isn't that hard, and somehow convince Parkser that it is one of the greatest things ever. I'm putting it above School Bus, unless you have any concerns with that. I think that's my favorite so far.
Okay, I rated it as C. So, I actually liked the School Bus one.
Okay, fine. School Bus is above. Your rating is so negative for the Nike one that it's being dropped down like 2 full ranks. It's literally impossible to get a cinema. If it's a great commercial, it'll land, okay? It just has to, I don't know, involve...
Okay, I'm okay.
I don't know what it will take to convince you, to be honest.
I like to self-reflect once in a while because I think unchecked biases are one of the most dangerous things in life. I'm thinking if I watch this commercial and then at the end, instead of seeing the Nike logo, I saw the New Balance logo, would I actually hate it that much? And I think my answer is no.
Okay. What I would like you to...
So I'll rate it a high C instead of a low C.
Okay. Attempt to check your bias at the door, okay? To the extent that you can. Man, I thought this was such a good commercial. I like the way it like escalates too. It starts with just the tank. This was a real thing for people who are youngins here. They thought that like all of our machinery would stop working right when the clock hit midnight in the year 2000, and that everything would shut down. And it certainly did not happen. Okay, next commercial.
Wait, that was 25 years, like 25 and a half years ago.
Yeah, I was like, what, 12? I was very young. Next up, from 2001, I present the following.
If you got a real mess and want to clean like the pros, then you've got to see this. Hi, Billy Mays here with Zorbies, the most absorbent material I've ever used.
Oh, I know this one.
It has the strength
and the muscle to pick up and hold over 20 ounces of liquid. Look at this. Zorbies attracts liquid like a magnet. It doesn't matter if it's coffee, soda, even red wine. Watch as its powerful vacuum action pulls and cleans the stain from out of the carpet just that quick. The secret's in the X27 fiber technology, making Zorbies over 27
times more absorbent than
shit, I've lost my touch.
Forget towels that just drip, and unlike sponges that smell,
Zorbies is odor-free and leaves a path of clean. Now you can clean and dry and never leave anything behind. You'll be amazed at just how much they absorb. And they're machine washable. Dry your entire car, even your dog.
Use any cleaner for streak-free windows.
Oh man, I'm rusty.
An average family uses up to 3 rolls of paper towels every week.
That's cash in the trash. Save money and even help save the environment. You get 2 jumbo Zorbies plus 3 extra large for only $14.99. But call right now and I'll send you another 5 Zorbies absolutely free. That's 10 Zorbies, all for $14. Oh, shit.
And as a
Special bonus, we'll also include our Micromin microfiber duster. Free. It's great for blinds, plants, glass, and more. And attracts us like a magnet. That's a $60 value, all for only $14.99. What? Oh.
99. And here's the best part. We'll send you a set of Zorbies free whenever you need them for life. Just pay shipping and processing.
But you gotta call now. And the crazy part about 2001 is that they also gave the award to another commercial.
Oh, I thought that... wait, that didn't win an award?
Shh, I'm watching. Could you turn the resolution up, please? Oh, it's a photo booth.
Control of
Man, this is showing its age. Wow, that is gonna get me DMCA'd. Okay, that's pretty clever. PBS? Why is it for PBS? What? How was that really? That was cool. I liked it. That was a fun commercial.
Okay, first of all, what was this? Why was the Zorbies commercial in there?
Apparently, they gave the award to 2 different commercials that year, but let's focus on the PBS one here. So
no, let's focus on the Zorbies.
I do think that the audio for this commercial is kind of off. And again, we had to kind of get what we could based on whatever's on YouTube, but because I think that flip book didn't really correspond to the actual sound. I think this is really creative. I thought it would be a commercial for like Kodak or something. I'm with Chad. I'm like a kind of solid B on this one. All right, Doug and Chat are both C. T-Monster does think this is absolute cinema as a commercial. Parksher, what's your vote on this?
If it was for any company that was relevant and made sense, I would rate it an A. Because it's for PBS, I rated it a D.
Come on, don't you want to?
Because it makes no sense. There's no connection here.
Okay, should we be rating this based on whether the commercial is cool, or I guess we stick to whether it makes you interested in the brand, right?
I have zero interest in PBS.
You don't want PBS?
I now hate PBS because they misled me with this commercial.
Wait, hold on. What do you like in commercials? Do you like when a person just sits staring at the camera and goes, "Our product has the following specifications: 15-inch camera roll."
Okay, speaking of that,
portable battery slot.
That's what the Zorbies commercial is. The Zorbies commercial, the commercial itself. Infomercial, I would rate as cinema. However, I have personally used the Zorbies product. Wait. Okay. I would rate Zorbies commercial as A, but because I've used the product and because the actual product is so bad, I'm impressed that they managed to make it look so good in the commercial. So the commercial is absolute cinema.
Okay. What about...
That's for Zorbies.
What about the photo booth one?
That one still sucks. That's still misleading. It's spreading misinformation.
What did we vote? Did we vote C or B in chat? We've got it was B, right? I'm also in B tier. I think it was good. It was fun. It was clever. I don't think it tied well to PBS. I don't think it did.
There was no tie to PBS. It's not even tie. Did not tie well. There was zero tie.
I think
if I had a list of ties to PBF, PDF. It would be empty.
Okay, I'm putting it in B tier, but kind of like a low B to compensate for the fact that you didn't want it in there.
Are we rating the Zorbies one?
No. Okay, next up, it looks like maybe related to the Olympics. This is from 2002 for your consideration. I do love that music synchronization. Transitions are really good on it. I mean, I can barely see what's happening, but... I think it's transitioning really cleverly if we could see what was happening. Dude, this is cool. This is really well made. Wait, it's still going? Too long. It's kind of going a little long, yeah. That was good. I like that. It wasn't like funny or that creative, but it was just very, very, very down the line, well-made cinematography. I bet it looked even better when it wasn't a 14p. You know what I mean? People are saying Nike again. If Nike makes really good ads, yeah, they're gonna win awards, man. It was.
This reminds me of people who make TikToks nowadays who add like 3 cuts every second.
But these cuts were cool. Like that's what I liked about it. Like the cuts are really smart. As an editing person, myself, I like the way they did cuts and snap between. It's like really well edited. Like that is such a cool shot. Like that's so sick. It's not just cuts for the sake of cuts. It's not a Mr. Beast video. It's just a Beast video. Dude, I'm a fan of this one. I get it if you think it's boring. I love the editing in this. This is so good. B for boring. I would put it...
Okay, I agree. B for boring.
That's not what B stands for. I would put it in like low
I guess
A,
I
high B
acknowledge the
personally.
fact that the quality of the commercial in terms of editing and the cinematography is pretty good.
But what emotions did it evoke in you?
Boredom.
But it was so good. The editing is so good. That's so well done.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I am okay with a B tier for this one.
Okay. I'm fine with that too. I think it should be high B, personally. I'm putting it above the photo booth. That's just like, that's just a editing masterclass. That is excellently well made. If it was 30 seconds, it'd be Simino, but the length is B. That's true. It does kind of overstay its welcome a little bit. Particularly with that end, like 10 seconds. How is the Olympics better? Or how is it related to the Olympics? Yeah, I don't know. B is too high, boring ad. I mean, we're all on B tier, so that's pretty solidly landing in B. Okay, next up, from 2003. The cuts were gorgeous. Dude, as an editor, and somebody who likes syncing editing with music, oh, that was like legitimately what the word cinema is for. Okay, 2003, here we go. Okay.
That is literally impossible.
I am sold so far. I think this is a commercial for Finding Nemo. Do you think he's
no,
like...
save the fish!
Oh, I thought that was going to kill it.
Oh.
That part did not make sense. Do you think he's going to like start eating a Cheez-It and it's a commercial for Cheez-Its? Or what if he gets like a straw stuck in his mouth and it's an ad for paper straws?
Oh, wait, is that the ocean?
I don't think goldfish really want to go live in the ocean. Aren't they freshwater? It's PBS
Wait, why is it
again.
PBS
Why
again?
is it PBS again? What the fuck does that have to do with PBS?
Okay, if that was a captivating... Hello, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. If that was a captivating commercial, I liked the commercial itself. It was incredibly stupid. It's literally impossible, but I still liked it.
It was a good I mean, yeah, I also really enjoyed the commercial a lot, I'm going to be honest. That was
but it still has literally nothing to do with PBS.
Yeah.
PBS, it seems like their marketing team only studied half of the marketing material, where it's like...
Well, hold on. What are you
like,
expecting here? That they're at the end, they're going to be like, change the channel to PBS. Like, you feel like it needs to be more direct. I think this is all this is doing is associating creativity and interesting material with PBS, the network.
Isn't PBS like a boring network to begin with?
Well, you say that now, but did you see that goldfish?
Yeah, okay. I bet there are zero gold. What's a plural fish?
Yeah, the fish was watching PBS.
If this was like an advertisement for like ocean conservation,
maybe there's like a TV in the ocean and it's watching PBS incorrect. In there.
If this was like for ocean conservation, or maybe even like a spring water drinking company that's like even has like just barely enough adjacency,
that
for it
would
to
be
make
a
sense.
Really good tie-in if it was a spring water drinking company. Yeah.
And then I guess they can advertise that you are drinking essence of goldfish in the spring water. Okay, that sounds less appetizing than what was originally envisioned in my head. I would rate the commercial itself in S tier.
The fish yearn for PBS. Dude, fish, there's some statistic I read, something like 87% of fish have their mating season while PBS is on.
That is literally incorrect.
Okay, Twitch chat voted cinema, but also A tier. Where does this land for you, Parkster?
I would have voted S.
The fish was
but because of the stupidity of the tie with PBS, I will not go higher than A. That is extremely loud. Hold on, let me turn your stream. Okay.
Okay, Davey made a good point. PBS inspired the fish to turn his life around and live his dreams. Cinema. Okay? This is an inspirational story like Homeward Bound, and you're gonna shit all over his life story?
What's Homeward Bound?
It's a movie. This might go into... Okay, so you're adamant that this does not go into cinema.
If it was a commercial for something that made sense, it would be cinema.
Oh my god,
but
okay.
It's PBS.
Okay, so it's also living in A tier. All 3 A tier commercials are fantastic, I want to say, by the way. Tell Parkster,
the first 2 are fantastic, yes.
Tell Parkster to check his DMs from me. Check your DMs from Fummy.
Is it an emergency?
I assume he's telling me this because it's relevant to the stream.
Can you ask him if it's an emergency?
You can.
Fummy, is it an emergency? Could you...
Okay, I would put this below these 2, though. My favorite right now is the Nike Apocalypse one by far.
That's literally illegal.
This one, to me, is super cinema. And it's dumb it's not in cinema tier, but whatever. I think this is our ranking.
Hold on, let me open your Twitch chat.
What do you think is playing on PBS right now? What is currently playing on PBS?
Oh, okay. Fummy sent me a link to something called Your Inner Fish.
Okay, so just a quick kind of like... Also, I'm going to point out, we're looking at the schedule for PBS right now. Right after watching the commercial, seems pretty effective. What time is it? 3 p.m. Right now, they're playing Carl the Collector, Parkster. That could be hype.
Carl? Hello, Carl.
PBS Kids welcomes Carl the Collector.
Hello, Rock Collection.
Carl collects things.
The stickers are organized into special categories.
He collects a lot of things.
My bouncy ball collection.
Including an amazing group of friends.
This is called
We made you this friendship
hoarding.
bracelet. For me?
So add
There's
Carl
a condition
the Collector to your collection.
that needs to be
What's
treated.
more important than a collecting mission? Let's go.
That is deeply concerning. I bet the fish was trying to escape being collected by Carl. Okay, we're dropping fish into A tier. Next up, 2000.
Who's that?
I don't know. The award-winning commercial from 2004. Here we go.
First, I emptied the checking account and then I hit the mall. And there in the window was this sexy little outfit. And oh my gosh, I just had to have it. $1,500 for a leather bustier. I didn't care. It lifts and separates.
Do you think this is PBS?
Plus, it's not like I'm actually paying for it.
Introducing City Identity Theft Solutions, free with any City card. Help getting your life back? That's using your card wisely.
That was pretty clever. That was nice.
I have seen this commercial on TV live.
Really?
First,
they have a lot of variants of this.
I'm going to say this is the most directly tied to a product that I have seen.
Had to have it. $1,500 for a leather bustier. I didn't care.
So, Parkster?
Plus,
What's the verdict?
Like I'm actually paying
I
for
think
it.
that it's clever and it's funny, but
Introducing City Identity Theft Solutions, free with
it
any
feels
City card. Help getting your life
not
back?
that
That's using your card wisely.
unique to me. You know, the joke of like manly man does not manly things feels slightly overdone, but it's clever. It was 20 years old. It's probably one of the early commercials to do this.
I'd rate it like a B-ish. I would put it borderline between A and B if they had picked an actor who made, for lack of a better term, a more gay actor. Because I think
Wait,
if he had more fabulous facial expressions...
The whole point is that he's a brusque looking man who doesn't fit with the voice. That is the point, right? You do realize
Yes,
that.
I know, but there has to be like you have to get closer to the line of like believability of like, is this just like an aggressively gay man who like actually has this voice, or there's something just slightly suspicious and off about this.
The thing that's suspicious and off is that it's that the voice doesn't match the stereotype of this man.
Okay. If
The whole
this man
premise does not
started
work
off,
if the guy looks incredibly flamboyant.
I think that's part of the storyline. If or even better, if he started at the beginning of the commercial as like the gayest man ever, and then he slowly became more and more not gay, and then it slowly clicks in your brain that it's not actually him who is talking; it's a different woman. You're like, whoa, and then it's like, whoa, identity theft. Okay, I rated a B tier.
Someone said it's an ad, not a movie. Yeah, Parker, I feel like you have the expectations.
Oh,
too high. I look. I think like we're all in agreement on B. I think it's a funny little premise. I think it's fine.
I like that commercial.
You liked it?
Yes.
Why is it only B then?
A B is pretty good.
Put it higher than the fish. No, the fish is definitely higher. This is perfectly mediocre. Ladies,
wait, are you saying that as like a Asian parent reference?
What? What are you talking about?
You said B is not good.
Yeah, it's like not as good as A or cinema tier.
B is fine.
No son of mine will get B tier. Okay, next up is 2005. Here we go.
S tier. It's a cat.
We don't know what's in the commercial yet. It's just a picture of a cat.
The cat is S tier.
Okay. And now let's watch the commercial.
Can you put it in the S tier as like the holding tier for the cat?
Fine. Okay, it's up. It's up in
Okay.
cinema.
Okay, now I'm ready for the commercial.
Okay, all right. Okay, the cat is in the commercial.
Come on.
The dinner's totally gonna be for the cat. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
good job, kitty.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh!
AmeriQuest, an open-minded, equal opportunity lender.
Okay, I think it's
Right?
either S or A.
Also, right as start of the commercial.
Or the cat's in your room.
Yeah, the cats came in. Hello, kitty cats. That was pretty good. I don't know if that's like cinema tier, but it was pretty good.
I think it's S or A for me.
No. Hero, stop. Oh, he's pressing buttons.
Good job, Hero.
Okay. Hey, don't. Good job, buddy. Okay. Oh, thank you, Hero.
You're welcome.
Okay, I think this one was pretty good. Chat, let's get your ranking in. I don't think... Here's what I'll say. I think for a cinematic tier of like truly epic cinema, it needs to involve like some degree of genuine cinematography that is impressive and not just a really funny premise. It's a great commercial. It's very funny. It's very funny, but I feel like this should be like super high A tier. It's not like way better than our Nike commercial.
Equal opportunity lender.
They also did get Tom Hanks to voice it.
Okay, so to be clear, this is better than all the Nike commercials. Okay, A is fine. I will accept A.
Hold on. Chat, redo this. Don't just vote cinema as a meme because there's a cat. Really, genuinely, what do you think for this commercial? I think it could go C, but like the fish and the Nike ones are so good. If we just have like crazy high standards for cinema, I think that's fine.
This is also relevant to the product, the mortgage company.
How is it relevant to a mortgage company? What? How is this relevant to a mortgage company? That's the other problem with it. It's not relevant to mortgage.
It is very relevant to the mortgage company.
Why?
Their tagline is "Don't judge too quickly." one of the recurring problems of trying to get a mortgage is that they will look for certain key audit flag or like red flags and then disqualify your application entirely. So AmeriQuest is indicating that, hey, some of those red flags on your mortgage application or your credit score may be misleading. So instead of disqualifying you, we will consider you as an entire person and review the totality of your circumstances.
That, you know what? I'm going to be honest. That is actually a pretty good pitch. Yeah, that's actually pretty well point. Okay, I think we put it.
They will not judge you being a cat murderer.
I feel this is top of A. What do you feel?
Yes.
Chat is on cinema. If you're also top of A, it goes top of A.
On the basis of you saying that the best of the best needs to have both good cinematography and either like a wholesome feeling or great comedy or humor. On that basis, yes, I would say top of A.
Okay.
Otherwise, if not that, I would say S.
Okay. It does go above the Nike commercials, which for the record, I think the Nike commercial is the best one we've seen. It's not rigged. There's 3 of us voting. Parkshire and I voted A. You guys voted cinema tier. That's democracy, baby. Also, model FOD. Sorry, I un-VIP'd you. I gotta purge some of the VIPs because it's making my little like side chat too busy. It's not because I hate you personally. Don't worry. All right, that one was good though. Also, the number of bits has gone up above 100 total in the video, which is nice. It's time for 2000. Oh my God, 2006. Oops. Sorry, one sec. I'm going to loop it. God, that's loud. Oh. This is a good commercial.
Oh,
next time use FedEx.
That was such a good commercial, dude. Oh, I like that one. I know it's like dumb. It's like I feel I'm a monkey, dude. I feel like one of the cavemen. They're having things hit by bigger things. It's not as mature, but it's a pretty good commercial.
I'd say like somewhere between B to A.
What? How is that not A or cinema to you?
I mean, it is very funny. Maybe I just don't have a preference for like quarter-brained comedy.
Whoa, no.
But there were some very good twists to the commercial. I would probably say B, but if you want to say A, I'm also in agreement with A.
Okay, if you are B, that cancels out Twitch chat and my cinema. That means it drops to top of A.
Wait, you think this is an S tier commercial?
I think it's close. I would say top of A or S tier, which means it goes above the cat that we just watched, and it's top of A tier. The cat. Well, I think it's above the cat, and so does I think. Oh no, people did vote higher on cat. Okay, so cat is number 1, and then number 2 is Cavemen. Number 3 is the best one, which is the Nike commercial, and then the kid punching the school child, and then the goldfish.
He didn't punch. That was me, not the kid. The kid
right.
Did
You
not
punched.
punch
Right. You punched the deaf kid. Yeah. Wait, sorry.
No, not the deaf kid. I didn't punch a deaf kid.
This is
punched a completely fully functioning kid.
Parkshire, I am realizing that me saying that joke is exactly the thing that might spread a joke that we don't want. So I will not repeat that anymore.
Actually, it is sort of funny that
to have a joke that you punched a deaf kid on a school bus.
Okay, I did punch a kid, but it was for a good reason. Oh, so the punishment for that, for me punching the kid in the head, was I had to get in-school suspension for 3 days. So apparently that is supposed to be like a punishment. I loved it because I got to sit in a quiet, peaceful room studying by myself without the interference of the teachers. So it was great.
Are you ready for 2007? This is when Team Fortress 2 released. Do you think it's a commercial for that?
Not impossible. The panda could be playing Team Fortress 2.
All right, let's do it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Craig.
Hello.
Hey, Fred.
Has anybody seen Shelly? Shelly. Never mind. Oh, hey, Shelly, there you are. Would you mind making a quick Starbucks run for me? Thanks. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Me too. All right, here's what I want to talk about today. Working in an office. I don't think we've talked about that in the last few years. Anybody remember?
I like that.
I didn't think so. Okay, so here's what made me think about it. What if you're a neat freak and then you're forced to share an office with someone who's a pig? You know what I mean, Francis. Come on. It's just a term. What? That's funny. Yes, put that in. Those are the same people, too, that carpool. Right? Yes, yes, yes. What, Carol? What were you going to say?
I'm loving the bird.
Okay, there's no need to be sarcastic, Roger. Well, I like a lot of that. It's very funny, and let's just try to beat that last joke. Hey, how you
Dude,
doing?
is this... I bet you it's for PBS.
Executives. Fish, corn, banana.
It's PBS or it's Nike.
You had lunch yet, Frank? Hey, could you do me a
What
favor
is
and check that follow
happening in
spot?
this
It seemed too bright
commercial?
yesterday.
It's Ellen DeGeneres. She's doing a show on
Does this side
PBS.
look heavy to you? You have a mint? Hey, Daryl, do you have a mint?
How many animals are in this?
Andy, my man. Not forgetting about
Okay,
the
I'm liking the
$12 you owe
ostrich
me.
with the headset.
My life is far from ordinary. That's why my card is American Express.
Oh. I don't get it.
Thanks, Shelley. This is decaf, right? Don't make me come after you.
You know, that was
I rate it D tier. That made no sense.
it was fun. It was fine. It wasn't that
That
bad.
made literally no sense. It's just a bunch of animals running around an office.
Bro, look. I know you have an icy cold heart, but imagine you had a flamingo as your typist. Doesn't that make you want to buy a MasterCard?
No, but that wasn't it. This is an Amex commercial, not MasterCard.
The bird hitting the typewriter, you have to admit, pretty cinematic. That's a great
There
shot
are
right
some-
there. Right there, that's a good shot.
There are some silly moments of like a few seconds of comedy. Otherwise, it's just literally
Chat is voting
zoo.
that they would rather die than get an Amex card. I thought it was cute. It was a fun commercial. It was, it was cheesy, but it was fun.
Wait, Twitch chat hates it that much?
I think they just don't like Ellen DeGeneres that much. Even though this is from 2007.
What does this have to do with Ellen DeGeneres?
Because that's the woman who's in the commercial.
That's Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes. She's being evil.
Oh.
Is she evil? I don't know what happened to Ellen. Look, but neither Parks
Wait,
and I
why
are
do
that.
people hate Ellen DeGeneres?
Neither of us are that keyed into what happened to Ellen DeGeneres. I feel like let's judge this as a commercial, not based on your feelings about Ellen DeGeneres over the last 20 years.
Didn't Ellen DeGeneres give everyone a car or something?
No, she gave everybody bees.
What?
Ellen abused her employees. Okay, that's first off. The employees are animals.
Oh my
and secondly, I don't think that should be the criteria for the commercials. How much you like the people in it. That's like not the point of the commercial.
This commercial makes sense now. This commercial is a prophecy. If she abused her employees, this is like what's the thing where it's like forecasting or forewarning? Foresight? She is saying that her employees are just nothing more than animals.
I don't think that's the
I
point
rate
of
this
the commercial,
cinema.
to be honest with you.
Wait, what?
I think you should set aside... People in 2007 liked Ellen DeGeneres. I think we should stay with that. What were the vibes on Ellen DeGeneres in 2007? Don't just project how you're currently feeling in 2025 about this person. Like, okay, for example, let's say that this hyena, like, robbed you, okay, in New York in 2015. Like, leave that out of the picture. Just accept the hyena as an actor in the commercial, okay? This is about the product of Amex.
Doug, this is not a commercial. This is the foreshadowing.
Abuse her workers. Do you not care about that? That's not the point. That's not what we're doing. Do you not understand? The point of the stream is not like judging Ellen DeGeneres. That's not what we're doing. But that's not relevant to the commercial.
I'm not judging Ellen DeGeneres. I'm judging the fact that this predicted the future.
All of us are talking about different things, okay?
This is cinema. This commercial predicted the future. We're
judging it based on what happened in 2007, not whether it told the truth. It's not about how accurate it was as a prophecy. It's not about whether you like Ellen DeGeneres. Chat would literally rather die. I think it's perfectly fine. I would say it's like C or B tier.
I rated a D without knowing anything about Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay, well, I was C, you were D. Chat was I'd rather die, and that means it goes into D tier. Dude, it's in the same tier as the Monkeys. The Monkeys one was fine.
What was the Monkeys one again? Oh, the Monkeys one was also stupid. They should have used parrots instead of monkeys.
Jane Goodall isn't a parrot woman. She's a gorilla person.
Jane Goodwill is just a regular human being.
Right.
Well, stop calling her a gorilla.
Okay. Nothing has landed in C tier, by the way. Next up. This is the swear jar commercial. Let's see how it lands.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
Fucking awesome. You, Bob.
You, Jim.
Eric, I have a bag on line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your f***ing pen?
Will the owner of a white station wagon please go f*** yourself?
We're gonna go down there and we're gonna f*** some ass. We're gonna f*** some We're gonna do whatever we have to because we're gonna some
Poop.
Doesn't count.
Shut the up.
I am so proud of you mother suckers. Here.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Dude, that was such a good commercial. God damn. Oh, wow. That's okay. It's again, I feel like it's really tailoring to like me as a dumb frat monkey, but like that was pretty good.
Swears you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light.
That commercial is boring for me.
What?
It's too quarter-brained.
What do you mean by quarter-brained?
Like, you'd only enjoy this if you turned off a majority of your brain.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny.
It's incredibly stupid. Also, I feel like it's like the swear comedy that has never really clicked in my brain either. So I feel like my rating on this would be fairly biased to begin with.
We need a swear jar for chat. Okay, you're gonna tell me it's not funny for me to say that I put my tempura ass last night.
Wait, what?
You're saying it's not funny if I say that I put a tempura last night.
You keep cutting out. Wait, did your internet die?
I think it's probably... I don't want to say cinema tier, to be honest. Because it's like, it is juvenile. But it's very funny. It's also the same joke over and over, basically. It doesn't, like, morph that much. I think it was a very good commercial.
I would rate it a D tier.
D? Okay, I mean, that means we can't... Dude, I don't know if anything's going to land in cinema. I'm going to be honest. I can't wait to see... This... I feel as invested in finding what commercial you love the most as finding whoever you marry. I can't wait to see what the jigsaw piece is on Earth that fits with you. I think it's a great, solid... Okay, I think it's going in A tier. I'm A tier. Chat is A or S, and that means it's up here. Would you say that it's better or worse than Kitty, Caveman, Nike commercial?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's worse than all of them.
Okay, we'll put it at the bottom of A. I think that's fair. It's a fun commercial, but it's not like the best.
Oh, it's better than the Nike one.
No, it's not.
It is better than the Nike one.
Okay. I still very much feel like the Nike one is the best one that we've done. It's so good. The Nike one was good. The Nike one is like, yeah, is by far the best. Ooh, okay, this one's about Coca-Cola. First, let's get biases out of the way. How do you feel about Coca-Cola?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just indifferent.
Why are you laughing?
No, that's it. I'm just indifferent.
Okay, I've never heard you speak like that in my life, but all right, let's go ahead to Coke. This is 2009, I believe. Oh, they're working together. I thought there was like a war going on. Is this where my soda keeps going in the fridge? All right. That was fantastic. That was genuinely cinematic, and you gotta admit it.
I'd rather make like a B or C.
Dude, how is that? Like, what are you looking for? That's a great commercial. It's clever, and it's like, okay, well, we know that one's gonna be. It's clever, like, how does that not land, man? That's so good. I guess I didn't laugh really or anything.
Oh, hold on. I'll be back in like maybe 30 seconds.
What drink do you think he's going to come back with?
Okay, I'm back.
Hashtag ad. What exactly is your vote on this product, Adam Parkshire?
The product or the commercial?
Sorry, the commercial for the product.
I'd say the product is like, I don't know, like I'm fairly indifferent, but probably like S tier for the product.
Okay. What about the
commercial? I still think is like a B or C.
Really? Dude, we're landing a lot in A. I would probably say A.
It's fine.
Okay, a lot of people are agreeing with you on B.
It didn't make me laugh and didn't make me say whoa or like be impressed at something or like it didn't captivate me. Maybe it's because it's just too unrealistic. Like, it is funny.
You're right that it's not realistic. I think they're like the little details of like him tickling him to lift his arm up were pretty clever.
Yeah, so like that's what I was going to mention is like what's the machine where like one thing sets off another and it just goes on a chain and everything fits together perfectly?
Lube Goldberg machine.
Okay, the Lube Gold. So this reminded me of a. Are you sure that's what that's called?
You are literally trolling. Are we putting this in C or B?
Lube Goldberg.
Leave out the Goldberg.
Douglas. It is Rube, not Lube. This commercial reminded me of a Rube Goldberg machine. So it was satisfying in that sense, yes.
That's what we're really hoping for, is satisfying. I think it was solid. It was just good. I mean, now that I think about it, I didn't love it as much as some of these others. So probably B or C. Chat voted C, I think. What was yours?
B or C.
Okay. It's landing in C tier. You know what I will say, though? In 2009, those graphics were probably incredible. We voted B. Oh, was it B? Yeah. Yeah, I would put it in B. Okay, it's landing in B.
Okay, that's fine.
In 2009, those graphics were crap. Dude, what are you talking about? This is amazing graphics for 2009. Did you say they used AI? It's not CGI. They trained the bugs. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think it was solid. It was a good commercial. Okay, let's move on. Next one. Get ready to blast your eardrums again. Okay, this one's Old Spice. I think we've almost certainly all seen this. It's a great commercial. This is genuinely cinema. Okay. Why is it? There we go.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me.
Not
now
this.
back to your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. God. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
What a man, dude. I just feel
Bottom
like it's
D
everything I want to aspire it to be, you know? This triggers every piece of toxic masculinity in my brain, you know, to make me feel like I need Old Spice.
Switch to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me.
Bottom D.
Are you serious? This is genuinely a fantastic commercial.
I've seen them before.
No, I know you've probably seen it, but it's a great commercial.
How is this a great commercial? This commercial sucks.
Hold on. Let me make sure. Are you trolling or playing this up for content? Do you genuinely think... I want your 100% authentic Parkster opinion here. Do you think this commercial sucks?
Yes, I think this is a dumb commercial. It is overrated. It is redundant.
How is it redundant?
The first time you watch it, it's like, oh, okay, it's a commercial. And then the second time, it's like, oh, it's that commercial. And the third time, you want to commit suicide. Not literally, in-game.
In Old Spice.
In Old Spice. Now that I think about it, you actually have a thing where it's like, I'd rather commit suicide than buying this. So it's not that bad. I'd rather buy Old Spice than commit suicide. But I think I hate this chain or this series of commercials.
You know what it's like? It's like a Lube Goldberg machine, and by the end, he's on a horse.
It's Rube with an R.
I think that it's like, even if you don't like the content, I think the way the commercial is made and shot and the style is so cool and interesting.
Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me.
How is this cool and interesting?
Look, you see his towel?
Yes.
Okay, look right above that.
Okay.
Does that change your mind?
What is above his towel?
Now back to me. Now back at his dick. Now back to me.
What?
Okay, fine.
So first of all, his penis is not above the towel. It is fortunately securely covered by the towel. So I don't know what you're talking about to begin with.
Post. All right, what is your vote on this? I would give it an A. I would be happy with cinema, honestly. I think this is one of the best commercials ever.
You're about to rate a meme commercial cinema?
You know why it's a meme? You know why things become meme? Because they're good. That's why it became a meme.
It sucks. Because people hate it and it's annoying. So that is why it has become a meme.
Parkster is just so masculine, it has no effect on him.
I don't think that's how that works. Isn't
Old Spice commercials are the fucking worst. There's like 10% of chat who agrees with you and just hates these. Or 20%, I guess, looking at the numbers.
So, to be clear, I have used Old Spice. So, it's not like I die, but yeah, D for me.
The Terry Crews ones are way better. I think the Terry Crews ones are too psychotic. Like, they're very funny, but I don't know. Okay, chat is mostly on cinema. I would say cinema or A. Because you're D, we have to put it in A. Which is insane.
I cannot believe that this would go.
Look, for the rest of this, we need 100% authentic opinions the whole time. Because now we really need to find is there any commercial that all three of us agree is cinematic. We've got a ton in A now. I send this to back? No. Hold on. Please hold. Where in A tier? You really hate it. I guess I'll put it down here.
Yeah,
Is it above or below? Is it above or below swear jar and fish?
I think this Old Spice commercial is probably going to be the worst commercial. If you had not labeled the F tier as I'd literally rather commit suicide or I'd rather die, then I would put it in F tier. But because you stipulated it as I would rather die,
Here, I will change it so it's not as extreme. I need to unlock it. Oh my god.
So technically that's not even true either because I have purchased Old Spice. Like the product is fine, the commercial just sucks.
Okay, how about this?
No, I didn't cry when I purchased the product.
Okay,
I mean the product itself is
no, it's not.
Like, it smells nice.
It's not. We're not rating the product. We're rating your response to the commercial. If you didn't have experience with the product before.
Okay, then yes, I would put it in F tier.
I would rather rip off.
What are the asterisks?
I'll give you a hint.
Can I get another hint?
No.
What is my what?
All right. Look, let's lock in, okay? We haven't gotten a single cinema today. Let's work harder. Let's make this happen, all right? Are we on the same page?
What do you mean work harder?
Chat?
The commercials are already made. There's nothing for me to work on.
Lock in. We're now moving on.
What am I locking?
To 2011.
Oh, I know that guy. He's a rapper.
Hold on. Do you actually? What? Do you know his name? Do you actually know his name? This is one of the most successful hip-hop artists of all time.
It is Eminem, but not like the candy. It's like the full word.
You know what? Cinema.
Wait, that's Eminem, right? No, that is Eminem.
You do care. By the way,
are you trolling?
The word was abuela.
What?
All right, let's watch Eminem. You are correct. It is Eminem. All right.
Okay.
All right.
What does it mean to rip off your grandma?
No more trolling. Let's lock the fuck in. Okay, we can do this. Here we go.
I am not trolling. I have not trolled a single time in my entire life.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury?
This is Los Angeles.
What does a town
not Los
that's been
Angeles.
to hell and back know about the finer things in life?
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel.
Okay, I'm kind of pumped up right now, dude.
Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us.
Dude.
That's who we are. That's our story.
We're gonna get
DMCA'd. It's
DMCA'd.
probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury,
if I lived in Detroit,
it's as much about where it's from as who it's for.
I would sell my children to buy a Chrysler.
Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
I'm quitting the stream right now. I'm stopping stream. We're gonna go buy a Chrysler.
This is the Motor City. And this is what we do.
Okay, that's a little too dramatic for a car, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it got a bit much. Imported from Detroit. Okay, that's sick. Okay. This does...
boring.
It does make me want to, and I'm not exaggerating here, burn down the city of Los Angeles and move to Detroit. How are you feeling?
I'm bored.
It looks like it was filmed on a 2001 phone. I think it weakened as it went on. I think it was really good, and then it got a little weaker. It became too much. Like, early on, it's like, yeah, we have been through a lot. We're from Detroit. And then it was like, we are God. We are God's gift to the world. Detroit will consume all. And it's a little bit too much. Eminem pointing at me with the gospel choir behind. It's like, you are selling a car, man.
I'd rate it either a C or a D.
Really? C? From not from you, from Twitch chat. I thought it was pretty badass. Hold on. People in chat, explain to me why this is C tier. I'm lost. I thought that was a pretty good commercial.
It's boring. I mean, it's like a short film.
It's way too long. I would rather die than go to Detroit.
Apparently
dicks
in some
out
areas
for
of Detroit,
Detroit.
the rather die would all apparently be taken care of for you once you arrive.
It didn't say mom's spaghetti. It went on too long, kind of boring. I don't like Detroit. Everyone I knew in Michigan loved this ad so much. Dude, this is the type of thing that I feel like they probably play at parties, you know? Like, everybody in Detroit plays this as often as they possibly can. Like, this loops inside of, like, sandwich shops. You know what I mean? Ugh. Detroit is a shithole. But, I mean, that's not the point. We're not... My evil ex is from Detroit. We're not rating your ex-girlfriend. I just want to be clear here, everybody. This isn't, do you like Detroit? That's not what we're voting on. You do... I just don't like M&Ms. Okay. Well, I felt like it was pretty good, to be honest.
I think it's basically a short film that had a product placement of Fiat Chrysler in it, or Chrysler. I mean, I like Fiat Chrysler. That Stellantis brand Bram is under there, which is my favorite pickup truck brand. I also like Alfa Romeo.
We're not judging your favorite cars. Why does nobody watching this stream seem to understand what we're doing? This isn't a judgment on Detroit and Ellen DeGeneres and your ex-girlfriend. Like,
yeah, I found it to be somewhat boring.
Okay, so you're C tier?
Yeah, C is fine for me.
Okay, it was solidly C from chat. We'll drop it there.
Okay.
We do understand it was just boring. Hey, am I the only one? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Who goes to YouTube and searches like hype up video?
You
Lion
search
mentality.
for bees for 10 hours.
Yeah. Either I watch bees or I watch these super, super cheesy videos that are just like,
that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive,
wait, can we watch
you gotta go
He's doing
hard.
Trump versus Elon.
they're so cheesy and dumb. I will not give up power motivational speech. But I'm gonna be honest, it works. It fucking works. I get pumped up and it makes me want to go do push-ups and punch a deaf child. That was a quote, by the way. It didn't lube my Goldberg. Dude, I feel like I'm being revealed to be like a dumb frat bro. I liked the swear jar and the M&M Chrysler commercial, and everybody else is more refined. Okay, you guys like watching high quality stuff like cats spilling chili.
No,
I liked the Nike commercial, and I liked
that wasn't just the cat spilling
Old
chili.
Spice, and I liked the swear jar, and I liked Eminem driving around and telling me you can be stronger after you've been beaten down. You telling me, Parksy, you don't get hyped up if Eminem barges in your room and says, hey, doesn't matter how much you've beaten off, you can do it.
How much I've what?
Okay, we are We are halfway through, okay? And 3 of these are really serious, and we can't vote them cinema tier. So this one, we've got to lock in.
Wait, why can't we vote serious ones cinema tier?
Because it's about a school shooting, and then we're going to look like an asshole if we put it in B or C tier. We can't vote. I think it's about Sandy Hook, like the school massacre. We can't vote on that.
Okay. I need to explain something about this rating system. This is not about the product. This is not about us hating Ellen DeGeneres or hating or liking certain cars. This is about the quality of the commercial. We can't let our opinions on the Sandy Hook shooting interfere with our ranking. Short film again, and not so much like a catchy commercial.
You want like a jingle. These single moms poured their heart out to you, right? And this is what, do you remember when your mom had to raise you, when she took you to a balance pole and you fell over and over in your leotard until one day you went to the London 2012 Olympics?
I did not.
Did you look at your mom and spit in her face and say, I didn't even care about you raising me because you didn't use Tide? You used a shitty knockoff detergent?
She actually did use Tide. I'd say C. I just don't find this to be a good commercial. It's like a good short film of an expression of appreciation of mothers, sure, but like as an actual like advertisement,
That is fair. It's not like, it's mostly just like, aren't moms awesome? Company. Like it doesn't, there's not a ton of overlap. Okay, I have a question. I want to do a poll for you. The same rankings here. You know, actually, I'm gonna do a quick Google search. If you just check this out here. Parker mom. I don't know if this is exactly your mom or not, but I'm gonna assume it's her?
Wait, did you say you don't know exactly if this is your mom or not?
Parker, where would you rank her in the tier list?
On what? As a commercial?
Your own mother.
As a commercial.
As like how she did. What was her performance rating? This is like your review. Like you're sitting her down with HR.
Performance of raising me as a kid?
Yeah, of being a mom. The hardest job in the world.
Like a C.
Okay.
Wait, is she actually going into the tier list?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So did she not even run alongside the swimming pool when you were swimming and scream at you to go faster?
No, I actually am very incompatible with water. When I try to go swimming, I sort of sink.
You need that lion mentality, bro.
P&G, proud sponsor of moms.
Dude, doesn't this commercial
P&G
make you want to go buy a battery?
If this was a commercial for the Olympics, it would make more sense. I'd probably rate I'd bump it up to a B then. Instead, if this was for the Olympics.
Of like wanting to, I think it would be a great Olympics ad if it was just like the 2012 Olympics. That would be super good. Of like reminding.
It's actually very meaningful for the Olympics because a lot of people who are successful in the Olympics have lives that started like this. So that actually would have been way more relevant. But for the P&G's Procter and Gamble, right?
Yep.
Of just like generic household products. Yeah, I will stand by for this specifically. I will stand by C.
God damn. Okay, well, we were both in cinema, which means we're moving it into A tier again. Your mom's moving down into D tier. I guess we just have like a billion really, really good commercials and none that have pleased all three of us equally. Okay, we don't have that many options left, dude. Next up is 2013. This...
Wait, this looks familiar. This screen cap looks familiar.
Is that a joke about your dad?
No, this is not a everyone is Asian joke.
That was not my words, by the way. That's what you said. Okay, we were talking about your mom. You told me the other day that I hope you don't mind me saying this, one of the jokes that you wish had caught on in the community was the fact that every Asian person looks like Parker.
Yes, that's the funniest thing ever to me. I actually said that after our Warcraft 3 and Starcraft 2 stream. I said that I announced that one of the things that I had wished had caught on is during the OTK Games Expo
Hold on,
stream.
let me cut you off very briefly. Somebody's saying, so racism is cool now. No, it's not. That is not what we are saying.
That's not racist. How is that racist?
Saying you are every Asian man on earth is one of the most racist things that you can say. You can say that it's funny, but it is objectively racist.
That is not racist. It is, to me...
Racism is making a comeback. No, it's not. That's not what we're talking about.
When I see someone just completely... Okay, if it was intended to cause distress, or if it was said in a way to discredit Asian people, then sure, that is justifiable that you think it's racist. For me, this is just comedy. This is just saying, because like it's a joke where races cannot tell people of other races apart if they're not fully familiar with their facial features. So this is just taking that concept and just turning it into comedy. So for me, it's absolutely hilarious when people see just a completely unrelated Asian man and say, "Is that Adam Parker?" Also, to be clear, this was before. So you did not start this. To be clear, back when I streamed like 13 years ago, this was an ongoing joke back then, where like people would just like see Asian people and say, "Is that Adam?" I feel like this. Oh, so I grew up in the Chicagoland suburbs where 98% of the people around me were white, and like 1% was like not white and not Asian, and then 1% was Asian. So this is also a recurring thing for me in like middle school and high school as well, where it's like people would like see another Asian person and they would say, "Oh, is that Adam's brother?" And that was just the joke. Like there was no harm intended to be caused by it.
There's like, I can see of just reading the chat right now, there's a couple people who are clearly closet racist, and they're kind of like looking at, they're like poking out, like they just came out of hibernation, like, oh, is it safe? Is this cool for me now?
Wait, what are they saying that is closet
they're
racist?
like looking around like, wait, oh, cool, is it my time again? No, it's not your time. No, all right, you know, I'm going to say something bold, okay? All right? I'm going to do it. Nobody else is bold enough to say it, okay?
Wait, I'm curious what they said though.
All right, so let's move on to
wait.
This
Why
guy.
did you demote my mom to D tier?
All right, you keep that up. She's going into D tier. She is literally your abuelo.
It's an abuela is grandmother.
Look, it's Doug in C tier. What? It's not really look. That's just a white guy. This is just the same racist comment.
Doug, do you not get it? They're doing the joke. Now every white man is Doug and every Asian man is Adam.
I just don't feel like it's that funny or worth encouraging in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, I'm not encouraging it. People have their own free will to do what they want.
I'm
just
so
think,
colorblind that I think this is your mom. I'm very progressive.
You're so colorblind that what?
Never mind. All right, let's move on to this commercial. This is from 2013, about 10 years ago. Please blast your volumes as we continue.
I would do that. I would literally do that.
You would
That is
literally do
me.
this. This is literally what you do when you see... Dude.
That's me.
Okay, that was funny. Hold on, this is a good one. This might get cinematic. Lock in, everybody. This is a good commercial. First off, it's literally cinematic. It's for a camera. Oh, that's so cool. It is from the actual... Okay, that's good.
What will you imagine with the new EOS Rebel T4i from Canon?
Okay. That was...
Hi, Billy Mays here for the
Hold on, Billy Mays. Hold on. That was a good-ass commercial. Okay? That was genuinely really good. I do think that is all around the best commercial that we've seen. Hold on. Adam Parkser, do you, for the first time ever, agree with us that this is a cinematic-ass commercial in the top tier?
I was originally going to say A, but they closed it with showing the photographs.
That I think is what bumped it up.
Is S. So I would rate this an S tier, or the cinema tier.
Wait, I don't believe you. You have to do the thing.
What thing?
Cinema.
Oh.
That's not correct.
You cut my webcam so tight that if I don't do it like this, they can't see my hand.
Hold on. I got you. 1 second. Okay, go.
Oh, did you extend me? Okay,
yeah, you're extended.
Are my elbows even 90 degrees?
Straighten them a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. All right, cool. That is honestly a great commercial, and I am so excited to officially announce.
Wait, did Twitch chat also vote S tier?
Oh, I didn't even ask them. Dude, I swear to God, if you guys tank this,
if they vote
you
S,
better. We finally have Parkser on board. For the love of God.
They're gonna vote F tier. It's gonna bump down to A.
Okay, 8% of people are trying to tank it, but 80% think cinematic. Thank God we got one. Wait, hold on. Does this mean I have to buy this particular brand of camera? This is 20 years old.
I forgot about that.
Shit. What are we gonna do with this?
It's not even a Canon commercial. It's a Canon of that specific. It's a commercial of that specific camera.
Oh shit. Okay. But okay,
I forgot about that.
Straight up, that was a very good commercial, man.
I also like the fact that because I take a ton of photos, I literally saw myself in the commercial. That is literally all things that I have done.
You mean because it was an Asian guy?
Things.
Dude.
Huh?
Wait, is that what you meant? Oh no,
what,
you mean
what?
like you saw yourself. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to figure out if you were making.
Oh no, this is not the Asian. Every Asian man is Adam joke. This is
okay. Thank you.
The time. Doug, did you just commit a racist?
All right, we got to move on. I'm an influential podcaster now who is kind of cozying up with a lot of politicians. We can't. Somebody's gonna clip something irrelevant and then say, "Can you believe that Doug said a thing?" And then it's gonna go on a Reddit, and that'll ruin it all.
Doug committed one racism today. No, I saw my behaviors in the characters of the commercial because I have pushed things out of the way to get a better shot. I have gone into very dangerous positions, and I have actually literally hurt myself getting a better camera shot. I actually specifically, this is in Rancho Palos Verdes in California. There was a very scenic beach style. It wasn't a full-on beach, but it was like a ocean cliffside
like
shot that I really wanted to get. And I walked on slippery rocks to get there, and I slid and fell, and I had a scratch on my arm. I mean, you can still sort of see the residue of it that like took forever to heal. So this commercial is literally me.
Okay.
So yes, I rate it S.
Damn. Okay. Look, everything aside, that's a really great commercial. I think it was just like quite good. And then showing the pictures at the end is like what really made it land. That's such a clever way to end it. I'm curious. Have you ever done something like this part where she does this to the kid?
Like pushing something out of the way and breaking it?
Not only doing that, but like it's like a person is there who's then kind of like a little horrified.
So yes, at a restaurant, I have pushed a cup or like a glass out of the way, and I did not realize how far I was pushing it, and I pushed it too far out of the way, and it fell off the table and broke. I was
like in front of a person.
Huh?
Like in front of a person, like in front of the waiter or something.
Yeah, so now that's the thing though. I was photographing the food and not the person. So if I was photographing the person, I would have gotten a shot of the reaction of them looking at the glass that is on the floor. But I was only looking at the food, so I didn't actually get the person's reaction. But yes, this was like I was with somebody else, and I pushed a glass out of the way, and it fell off the table and shattered.
Sorry, I'm adjusting your thing. Okay, cool. Wait, did it wrong. Hold on. I decided I need to make you bigger or smaller, whatever. Okay, and okay, perfect. Dude, this commercial ripped. That was a really good one. It's a $500 camera. Fantastic. I really need that.
It's also from 2012, so it's probably not the optimal camera.
Not that
to purchase
useful
at
to
this
spend
time.
$500 on, but whatever. Can we move on? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I forgot this stream doesn't have any jokes or fun in it. Okay, all right. Let's move on to a very fun 2014 commercial with what looks like the kid from Drake and Josh. All right, here we go.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Crocodile Cutter. The fastest and easiest way to cut virtually anything, guaranteed. It bites down, locks on, and powers through the toughest materials for the perfect cut.
So in this
every
year,
time.
they did a kind
With
of like
ordinary scissors
double
and shears,
award
your hands get
because
in
it
the
was
way.
so
But
good
the Crocodile Cutter
that
keeps
they
all
couldn't
your work above,
decide
so
who
you
to
can
give it
power
to.
through below with precision speed. A simple squeeze of the handle transfers.
Wait, you're gonna scam me and not
power
let
to
me
the
rate
cut.
this, right?
You'll
I'm gonna go to the
glide through
bathroom
metal
while
like
this
a
plays
hot
that.
Yeah, you can go to the
knife
bathroom.
through butter. Zip through vinyl flooring,
I don't know how long this
lightning
is.
fast with just
Wait, it's
one
like
pass.
2 minutes.
Or
I'm going to
cut a
after 2.
smooth edge in delicate
Have fun
mica
with Billy
like a
Mays.
Craftsman, saving you money. If you could spray a hose, you can use the crocodile cutter. The secret is the steel anvil cutting platform that supports and cuts as the power arm pushes the material through for a precise, clean cut every time. Precision cut screens, fencing and trim so they slide right in. Or cut, fit, and install gutters in no time at all. Easily decorative backsplash to the exact fit every time. Use it in the garden, the workshop, and for hobbies and crafts, it's a must. During this special TV offer, you'll get the crocodile cutter with 3 power arms for cutting metal, plastic, and curves, plus the carrying case for only $19.99. As a special bonus, we'll also include this glass and tile cutter. Cut tile, smear and glass with the accuracy of a pro. Yours free. But call right now and we'll double the offer and give you a second one free. Just pay separate shipping and handling. You get it all. 2 complete crocodile cutters and 2 glass and tile cutters, a huge value for only $19.99.
Call 1-800-620-9657 to order the Crocodile Cutter system with glass cutter for $19.99. Call now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay shipping. That's 2 complete systems for the same low price. Call 1-800-620-9657.
You are muted.
I'm back.
Hello, Parkser.
Hello, Douglas.
Okay, wait, made you way too. I feel like you're moving down in your chair. I need to move up. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm moving down in my chair. Oh, am I not sitting up straight? Okay, here.
You know what? Whatever. We'll just see your kind of forehead. This is a terrible emote, Fummy.
Huh?
Okay, I updated it. Fummy made a new emote. I feel like we need to make it. Can you update it? I feel like it needs to be black
yeah,
and
I'll
white.
move my microphone. Are you gonna do it again?
No. Also, yeah, we should have moved a microphone. We can get a new one. I do feel like it has to be black and white. Yeah, I can update it. All right, cool. Here, wait, Parkshire. Can you get a new shot for Fummy? Let me
Yes.
Let me hold on. Let me clear up. Hold on. Does that look like hold on. Look, here it is for inspiration, okay? See him? Hello? You see him? Okay.
My microphone has moved out of the way.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Get ready. That was pretty good right there. I think we got it. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to move. I think we got our shot. Also, wait, hold on. I've been cut off pointlessly. Get out of here. Okay, that's pretty good. That work for me? Yeah, and just keep holding that for a while.
Why?
Are you
done?
Yeah, but if you hold it that way, we know you like the commercial. All right, I'm gonna be honest, this is for Apple. All right, so we need to.
Okay, I'm back.
I think what will help is that if you and I think about all the things we like about Apple, that can help maybe undo some of our biases. So why don't you start? What's your favorite thing about Apple, the company?
The Apple Store at the Grove is architecturally nice. I went there with one of my friends. I went with one of my friends who purchased a 60 hertz refresh rate iPad, and she thought it was supposed to be 144, so she brought it in for a warranty exchange. So I accompanied her to the Apple Store, and the one at the Grove, because she lives in LA, the one at the Grove is actually really nice. There's like trees indoors.
Oh. All right, so keep that in mind as we...
The trees inside the Apple Store at the Grove?
Yeah, and then I'll try to think about, what do I like about Apple? There's a funny meme emoji thing you can do. Not to bias you, Doug. I hated this one. Okay, look, let's all try our best to like Apple, okay? Let's go into this with a clean slate, All right.
The commercial is literally called Misunderstood.
Okay, let's go in with a clean mind. All right, let's go. Here we go. The best commercial, award-winning by the Emmys of 2013. Dude, can Apple make a commercial that isn't pandering insanely hard? Already, with the piano music.
Merry Christmas.
Look what happened to our youth. They used to pay attention and talk at the dinner table. Now they're just on their phones. Am I right? They're just glued to their screens. Am I right, Parkser? Not like it used to be 10 years ago.
Sure.
A merry little Christmas.
This does not excuse ignoring your family. He's trying to be an influencer instead of spending quality time with his family.
Our troubles will be out of sight. Hang a shining star.
Okay, I'm just thinking about how much I hate Apple. It's just. Don't cry at that. What are you talking about?
Little Christmas now.
Parker, let's go burn down the Apple store at the Grove.
Hi, Billy Mays.
No, that's hi, Billy Mays. No, but I'd rate this either a D or a C.
Hey, it's fine to ignore your family at Christmas as long as you're using an iPhone. No, it's not fucking okay. It's not gonna make your mom cry. This is unacceptable. Apple's ruining the youth. I want my country back.
So I actually really like the song, but
okay.
The song, because this song evokes.
He's not even taking videos. Sorry, go ahead.
It's like nostalgic, cozy emotions, I guess. The color temperature on this is completely wrong. Like, the color temperature on this and the color grading does not evoke any sort of like cozy, warm fireplace holiday kind of feeling. Again, this like as a short film, sure, maybe, but commercial wise. Wait, so are they advertising the new iPhone and saying that you can record all of this from your phone and make home videos?
I think so. Hold on, I'm gonna update the tiers.
Okay, then I guess the continuity is fine. Yeah, maybe like C or D. I was originally I was at like D or C. Now I'm at C or D.
This is genuinely my least favorite one, and I'm gonna be honest here. It's because I'm biased against Apple, but
Can you add in-game in the I will burn down the Apple store? Because I know somebody who got banned for terrorism because he threatened to do something to like the Comcast
is that Hassan?
HQ, even though it's clearly a joke.
Oh.
Okay, that
works. Okay. All right, this piece of shit commercial, it's gone in F tier.
Okay, that is fine.
I am happy with this decision. Here's the thing. It's hitting two areas that I deeply dislike. One is Apple the company, and two is pandery bullshit that is so inauthentic. But the company is just trying to tap into some like a Facebook mom who's like, "Oh, that's so sweet," and you know the like person doesn't have the critical thinking to be like, "I'm advertised at as a company right now," and they're trying to tap into this like family vibe, even though Apple's not a part of your family. Ugh. They literally copy pasted the good camera one. That's true. The super cinematic one we like. They just made the same commercial but worse the next year. Dude, I hate it even more. I'm going to burn down the Apple store at the Grove in real life in Minecraft. In real life is the name of my server.
In real life in Minecraft. Okay. I don't think it was that bad, but I'm wondering whether I'm subconsciously like adjusting. I feel I'm afraid that I'm looking at this commercial and then in my head I'm making tweaks to make it better. I feel like I'm re-editing the video in my head and then I'm analyzing the newly edited video. Either way, the thing about like the color grading is like it doesn't feel nostalgic and cozy to me because there's insufficient warm colors to emulate a cozy, warm holiday environment that I would remember from my childhood.
Okay,
which technically I did not have that during my childhood. So during my adolescence.
Wait, you didn't even have a cozy childhood? I'm moving your mom down to F tier.
Okay.
If you check out the Twitch chat, by the way, there's a new emote. I'm not clear.
Show me what
I literally just asked that. What is the product?
Oh, I thought this was the... Wait, this is all part of the... Hold on. We didn't finish it.
It means run as fast as you can.
It was for pads? Oh. Oh, okay. It's just a... Where is the...
Oh, it's always.
I know what that is, but for everybody else in chat, could you remind them?
I mean, you just said it's pads.
Okay,
so
I didn't... I was... It would be funny if I have to buy these. Dude, question to the ladies in chat. Is it cool? Do I get a pad pass to use pads, and that way I can just kind of use the bathroom while I'm streaming and not have to get up?
No.
I'm asking the ladies, Parkser. This isn't about, not everything is about us guys. Jesus Christ. That's what the whole commercial was about. They're saying yes. I think there's more opposition to this idea than anything I've ever said in stream. All right, so look, let's get FR here. I think it was a very clever, meaningful commercial that doesn't work as like promoting a product. It's it's a great message, right? I don't buy it and donate to a women's refuge or something. I think it probably makes more sense to. Well, also, it's not the most cinematic commercial. Let's be honest here. As a woman, it's just condescending how scripted it is. Yeah, it feels a little. It's right on that verge. It has one foot in like, oh, that's sweet and a nice message, and the other foot in like, this feels like a little pandery and it's a company trying to sell stuff, you know? You also have to ask gay people for permission because it's Pride Month. Yeah. I'm sorry, Soviet. Maybe it was better back when it came out. What, you mean that girls were better? What do you mean? It's kind of BuzzFeed vibes. So here's the interesting thing. A lot of these commercials, this is literally like award-winning commercials. And I think we're seeing a lot of like trends that we now have gotten tired of, and this feels like that. And so this might not feel kind of as tropey, even though, you know, again, if this was a short film by just like a creator, I think it would be much more meaningful. The fact that at the end they're like, yeah, buy our product, it's just like it's too incompatible. What do you guys vote? I don't remember. Oh, it was everything. It was like a mix. Parksher, I think this is up to you and me. You know what this commercial needs? 2 men to judge it.
How much do you want me to alienate your? I assume your Twitch chat is somewhat representative of Twitch in general. How much do you want me to alienate your audience and say something that they might not like?
Go for it.
I don't think "like a girl" is inherently an insult. I think these people are part of the group of people. Even nowadays, this is like a decade ago or so. I think people are too sensitive, and I think people take things too seriously, and I think people want to be insulted by things. I think there's nothing wrong.
Oh, looks like we lost connection, guys. We're gonna have to call back, please. For the love of God, stop. Okay, let's see. Oh, looks like the internet's kind of reconnecting. Sorry, Parks, we lost you for a second there.
Hello, Douglas.
Hey. Anyway, I believe you're just saying how much you love women. I know. Do you have any? I guess anything else you feel like you need to add to that? Otherwise, what is your rating for this commercial?
Oh, your screen share.
Oh, did it die?
It says failed to start. Am I fine?
You're fine. Sorry. I didn't. Yeah. Let me.
But do you not want me to finish my my controversial
You can
thought?
finish your thing. I'm sending you a low frame rate. Apparently, I don't know why. So.
I think this commercial is trying to encourage people to get insulted. I don't think people should get insulted by the phrase "like a girl." I think it's perfectly okay for women to be, I guess like more dainty or, do things in a less aggressive or stereotypically masculine way than men. So if I'm rating so I guess this is, am I rating what aspect of the commercial am I rating? This is more of like a question for myself. I don't like the messaging here because I think they are intentionally trying to provoke people getting upset. I think people who actually watch women's sports and are familiar with it realize that actual women competing are like, I wouldn't say better, but like their attitudes are, at least in my opinion, better than men.
Okay, we're back to a +2, I think. We're kind of... Okay, so women are better than men is the conclusion
Wait,
you're saying.
what do you mean? What do you mean +2?
Nothing. I'm just looking at some social credit scores that are being updated.
Okay, so for example, one example that pops into mind, if you go
clutched it at the end there.
No, I'm not clutching or anything. This is all I'm saying the exact same thing throughout this entire thing. So if you watch soccer, you can clearly see that women are like astronomically tougher than men. If you sneeze on a male soccer player, he falls over and acts like his rib cage got broken.
Yeah, +2.
This is, if you I'm getting thrown off by the +2.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not trying to farm points here.
No.
Either way, I think this commercial sucks, and I think the messaging of this sucks. I think it's taking
of
away
how much you love women.
I think this commercial is taking away the unique identities of women. They're trying to combine it into a single, I guess, like homogenous lump.
Because women can be anything they want and they're great. And happy International Women's Month, right?
Wait, what?
Parkser is pandering more than the commercial.
I am not pandering.
Parkser is literally doing the opposite of pandering, but I'm also not super clear what your message here is.
I mean, my ultimate message is that I think this commercial sucks, and I think this the attitude that this commercial takes is what is wrong with, I don't know, is it advertising or like social media or like the world today? I think people just get insulted way too much, and they intentionally take things that are not actually inherently bad and they twist it in a bad way. And I think this commercial is taking the phrase "like a girl" and trying to intentionally twist it in a bad way as to evoke negative emotion, and then proceed to say, but our product is good and we don't do this negative thing, even though the actual negative thing itself is not actually negative.
+2?
There's no...
The commercial is
no
literally doing the opposite. I think that's the point, though, is that society uses it as an insult, and like it is being used in a pejorative way.
Like a girl?
Yeah. I think the creators of this commercial literally like watched your life for a week and they were like, we need to make this.
Huh?
I think the point of the commercial is that like a girl is used as a pejorative, and that this is meant to...
Yeah, I don't think people should take it as an insult. Because if a woman wants to be dainty or not masculine, that is okay for a woman to not do that.
But I don't think that's the point of the video. I also think the internet is getting a little shaky, and we should probably move on. I think that the point of the video, if the commercial, is that people do use it as an insult, even though I get the feeling that you think it isn't one. But the point of commercials is that people do use it in that way. That's like what they're trying to convey.
Why is it an insult to say that a woman might be weaker than a man?
Just because you don't think like a girl is an insult does not mean that they are wrong in their analysis that is often used as a pejorative.
Okay, I think this commercial is pushing the idea that people should take it as an insult.
The highest possible tier, by the way, while this is going on. It's like above the title, by the way, just so everybody's aware.
These are now girls award-winning commercials. I saw this commercial feels like it's taking a concept that is not actually supposed to be taken as a negative, and it's pushing the message of it is supposed to be negative.
Okay, so I think I get this. Their premise is this phrase is used pejoratively and it actually harms women's emotions, culture, everything. This is a harmful thing. And you feel like that phrase isn't. And you saying that it is you just pandering and trying to create a problem that you now as the company are solving. Is that correct? Like, you just don't believe that this phrase is a pejorative and that they are trying to make it into something to like center themselves around the conversation, when you are so pro-women that you don't even realize that like a girl is an insult +2.
Wait, what? Okay, so what aspect of... So if a certain thing is an insult, then that inherently means that the thing that you are being called is a bad thing. So what exactly is bad about being a girl or having traditionally or stereotypically feminine qualities?
You don't think that. +2. However, the point is that many people do use like a girl as an insult. That's the point. It's not that how you view that phrase, but it's the fact that it is widely used in that.
What aspect of it is the insult? What about being like a girl, or I guess more feminine, is insulting?
To be honest, women, I might need some help here. I don't know if I'm the one to sit
I think
here.
that captures the entire crux of the problem, is because I think this commercial is making it seem like there is some underlying understanding that being called a girl or being called feminine is an insult.
I think both you and the commercial want the same thing. I think you believe the premise of the commercial is not true, which is that this is an insult. But in fact, it is absolutely used as an insult or a negative or like a pejorative in common culture.
Why do people take it as an insult?
Because it's just, I mean, that's the point of the commercial. It's meant to be this like, caricature of a person rather than just a human being. Like, the point of the commercial is that when people hear the phrase like a girl, they have this like over the top kind of weakness, right? And so they're saying in our culture, this is how people actually respond and think about this. Regardless of whether
people, the society or the people in the society, why do they take it as an insult?
Because of the way that the people using it talk about it. If people are being assholes with a thing, it eventually gets associated with negativity. Not everybody is like you who can literally shield all human emotions whenever you feel like it. If somebody keeps calling me a dung whistle, okay, that's not a real thing. But if people keep saying that every time something seemingly bad happens, and they keep saying that over and over, eventually that becomes a thing that is associated negatively and makes me feel bad. It doesn't have to be like...
So my argument is that there is nothing wrong with being a dung whistle.
Yes, that's the point. Okay, we got to move.
Why do you take being a dung whistle as an insult?
Oh my god, Parkster is really arguing like a girl right now. No, I shouldn't have read that. I think that you have the same conclusion as the ad. That is my takeaway of this.
I mean, I hope not, because I feel like this ad is just trying to evoke controversy and evoke people getting upset.
You are so unsexist that the mere suggestion that sexism exists makes you emotionally distraught. That's why I give Parkshire a +2. Okay, what are we rating this commercial? Now we look like assholes if it's not S tier.
I think this commercial sucks. I'd rate it a D.
Okay, can we have like special honorary mention tier? Because we're also going to get into the school shooting soon, which is also going to be a fun... I think we need honorary women are great tier, and sexism is bad and racism is bad tier.
Wait, are you just leaving it down there?
I'm trying to figure out what to do. I need to add a new slot. How do I add a slot? Okay. I can't. Why not? It's not locked. Oh. Okay. What is the name of this tier? Wait, is honorary mention transcends... that seems pretty put it at the top. Okay, actually, I'm curious. I forget if we voted on this. Yeah, no, we're not calling it yeah. All right, what is the actual vote on this commercial? As a genuine commercial, let's set aside all the other stuff. I would probably say C, to be honest. B or C. I mean, it's fine. I think I think it is well executed on what it's trying to do. Okay, we're putting in B.
I still stand by D.
I think it is a clever and well-made commercial for the message it's trying to send. Alrighty, number 16. This is from 2016. Is everybody ready for another fun commercial that is certainly lighthearted and not about anything else? All right, ready? Here we go. Just 3 minutes. Oh, hold on. Let me start it over. That is Los Angeles, right? Oh, this is 100% Los Angeles. Okay. What is...
Doug, why are we watching porn?
How are the bones inside of each other? Is it going to be...
And I can't change. Even if I try,
So they...
even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I try.
So they're just...
My love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps
I hope so badly one of them they're having sex. What year is this? This is like 2016, 2017, right? Oh my god, take back what I said, please. Also, I think this is a very cute concept, and I feel like by 2017, weren't we kind of... Oh, okay, now it's... Alright, it's a little more.
even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love,
No, I'm not
she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm.
Doug is so confused. I'm not confused. This is a cute ad.
Even if I try.
Is this advertising the technology of the X-ray?
Hey, what is this going to advertise? Here's the piece that I find strange. The fact that they're having a bunch of the skeletons make out and then reveal as love. It's like, oh, that's adorable. And then they put kids back, and it just feels weird to me.
My heart doesn't see race. Love has no age limit.
Is that a real X-ray? It's so dangerous if so. I would hope that's not a live X-ray.
We all have different religions, but we have universal love as well. I love my sister.
Love is love.
Our family is no less.
Dude, if it at the end they're like American Express. So what is it? Or excuse me, what? Who made this? What is ad? Does anybody know what ad council is? It's just like an awareness campaign or something. That's cute. Yeah, that's a sweet
Wait, so
one.
what is the product?
I think it's just like an advisory. Like it's just like I don't know. Do people know with something like this who makes this? So it's a public.
I guess I can go to.
It's a public service announcement. Like how does
labels.com.
How does something like this get made? Like what is the origin of it? They're advertising Macklemore. Yeah. And then at the end, you see behind, there's a skeleton of a car, and then Eminem drives out. No, it was a sweet commercial. It was nice. I feel like it is a strange...
I don't understand this website.
Well, I think it's just a PSA. I don't know. I mean, look, the message is great, right? It's very sweet. The commercial itself... Some feels weird to me about the skeleton thing.
Okay, so then this is a commercial telling people not to hate each other.
Yeah, it's just like about removing bias. Here's what's weird to me about it. Is that it looked like at the first one, it looks like they're porking, okay? Like, it looks very graphic, and it got me into a headspace of like, this is about people should be able to make love no matter what. And then it just kept going with different groups, and I don't understand why they opened with this. That's the piece that is throwing me off.
Okay, so first of all, hair does not show up in X-rays.
I feel like, am I crazy? That's an arm, Doug. Yeah, but they're hugging. It just feels a little graphic. Get out of the gutter.
On the basis of browsing this website as well, it seems like the idea is that we are all the same if you look at skeletons.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the message. It's encouraging everyone to buy X-ray machines.
Okay. I rate this as like a C or a D.
I would say like B, like genuinely. I think the concept is really good of like using skeleton as a way to be like, ignore all these biases you see on the outside. I think that message is good. As an actual commercial, it feels awkwardly long.
Yes, the commercial itself just seems to be, again, boring.
Like, they nailed the point right away. They only had to do this 1 or 2 times. I'm not understanding why it goes on for 3 minutes.
Is this like the extended cut of the commercial?
I don't know.
I wonder if this is like, they cut this up into multiple, like 30 to 60 second segments.
Someone said it's Pride Month, you owe us.
And then this is like the combined version of everything that they show all iterations of the commercial.
Yeah, somebody made a good point.
Way,
how would I buy this? Yeah, okay, well, I don't think it's going in top cinematic tier. I would say B. I agree with B. I think it's a good, solid commercial. I think it's a very creative idea where the execution feels a little off. Congratulations. Pride Month. You're going to B tier. Congrats to the gays. I think we have a lot. That's huge for the Gamer of the Year campaign. That's true. We did it. Hey, gays in chat, do you want to be above Coca-Cola? Are you better than the bugs? Hey, can I say something brave, Parkster? I think gay people are better than Coca-Cola. And
the
women.
People or the commercial?
I think women and gay, they're right on the... Dude, I'm gonna... This is, we got to get out of this line. All right, we're going on to 2017. This is a fish. What about gay women? You're all an S tier. All of you watching are an S tier.
No, it's not a joke. Listen, I'm trying to start a menswear line, a fashion line, and you have the domain johnmalkovich.com, which I very much need. Yeah, you think when people contact johnmalkovich.com, they're actually looking for you, or maybe they're looking for me. Listen, I really get out of my name. John Malkovich hung up. JohnMalkovich.com has a temper.
So good. Wait, is this the longer one? Roach? Okay, so this is the extra one also, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the one we just watched won the award. This is a follow-up commercial they did in the same series.
How is it that johnmalkovich.com is taken?
That's a cinematic shot.
Somebody already snatched it.
But I'm him. The collection is called John Malkovich.
This is a nightmare.
I really am him. There's a film about me being me.
Isn't it a movie about other people being inside you?
Sure, why not? I need johnmalkovich.com. Who has it?
What the f is going on? How the f can you be John Malkovich?
Dear Mr. Malkovich, guess who? What the
Did this air on TV?
Mark? What the underlined is going on? Sincerely. No. Also, John Malkovich. You know what? I'm just gonna call the guy.
Dude, that was so good. I love John Malkovich. Okay, Parkster, I feel like this is going to be low for you. I just get the sense.
It's like a D.
Dude,
I think the domain name thing is like a very niche thing that is not going to be understood by many people.
Okay, do you know who John Malkovich is?
No.
He's like a famous actor. And then he's also known for being, I don't even know, so the award-winning ad, to be fair, was this one. It was the first one.
John, oh wait, how do you spell his name again? Oh, Malkovich.
How do you guys describe John Malkovich? I don't know. He's a very, like, eccentric person.
No, it's not a joke. Listen, I'm trying to start a menswear line, a fashion line, and you have the domain johnmalkovich.com, which I very much need.
Yeah, you think when people contact johnmalkovich.com, they're actually looking for you, or maybe they're looking for me. Listen, I really get out of my name.
John Malkovich hung up.
This aired during the 2017 Super Bowl? Damn, I watched that Super Bowl, but I wasn't paying a lot of attention. Okay, this is currently cinema tier. Parcher?
JohnMalkovich.com does not exist.
I don't know who he is. It's not funny. Yeah. I guess it doesn't land if you don't know him. He's just like a very, this is his thing. It's like this very like overly dramatic guy, but then he kind of has fun with it and is self-deprecating. But clearly, it's not landing for Mr. Parkster.
Hold on, John, JohnMalkovich.com. Oh, it's owned, but it's not live.
I do think the second one was better.
How is it that John Malkovich
Yeah, this
is taken?
Wait, what was your rating?
I would, oh man, I probably wouldn't say cinema, to be honest. I would say A. I think it's a very funny, strong commercial, but it's not like that outstanding. It's not like I'm going to think about it for a while. The Kodak one is still my favorite.
I'd rate this like a D.
Damn. Buy the domain. If it did get top, I would have had to buy johnmalkovich.com, which is probably worth a lot of money.
So the domain name is still claimed.
Or
it still exists.
Sorry.
It's just not a live website.
I think I can buy it. The first one is what aired, but the second one is what they aired on HBO or released online. Okay. We could buy john.malkovich.com. Or sorry, john-malkovich.com. Okay, what was your rating?
A D.
Okay. I would say A, and then chat was cinema. So does that land us in B then? I feel like that lands us in B. I'm going to say high B. I think it's good. Oops. Why is that rigged? That's not rigged. That's balancing the 3 votes. We have one in cinema, A, B, and D. Or sorry, cinema A and D. I feel like it lands in B then. Okay. Let us continue. Parkster, are you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a more serious subject, is my understanding. The ones in teal are more serious, which is concerning to me because these already were kind of serious. The next one, I saw the name. It's from Procter & Gamble. Dude, bro, you can't... If this is... Okay, all right, let's see. Here we go.
Who said that?
The lady at the store.
That is not a compliment.
Listen, it's an ugly, nasty word, and you are going to hear it. Nothing I can do about that. But you are not going to let that word hurt you. You hear me?
There are some people who think you don't deserve the same privileges just because of what you look like. It's not fair. It's not. Remember, you can do anything they can. Difference is you gotta work twice as hard and be twice as smart.
Come straight home after practice. You got your ID? Oh, guess I stopped it. How's your review?
All right, please be respectful in chat.
Okay, good. Now, when you get pulled over...
I'm a good driver.
Baby, don't worry. This is not about you getting a ticket. This is about you not coming home.
I'm gonna be okay.
Dude, how is Procter & Gamble gonna
Right?
fucking sell a product on this?
Okay.
This is an emotional short film. How on earth are they gonna try to sell us Tide Pods?
You are not pretty for a black girl. You are beautiful, period. Okay? Don't ever forget that.
Bro, okay. That is a sweet, meaningful commercial that I think is very well done. And why is Procter & Gamble putting... I don't get it. It's not even a PSA. It's not like a nonprofit who's like, we are trying to spread messaging about racism. It's literally... they're trying to sell Tide Pods, man.
This would have made more sense as like the ad campaign thing.
Right. This would be a great PSA. This is very well done. Okay. No. Don't. No. Guys. All right. Let's please rein in jokes. Please have some fucking boundaries. We're gonna put this in its own honorary tier at the top. Okay, honorary tier. That being said, as a strict commercial for Procter & Gamble products, I don't think it's very good at selling Procter & Gamble products. They sell hair care and stuff. I don't know. Am I cynical for feeling like it's kind of bullshit of a big company to just like slap their name on a meaningful social justice issue? I feel like that's not cool. Like, just because you make a really, really sweet short film with an important message doesn't mean you can slap Procter & Gamble at the end. I don't know, man.
No, are we... Okay, I guess we are not actually rating the advertisement then?
Nah.
We're going to mark it in a separate tier?
No, we're going to put it in its own tier. Because
this is similar, but like a more intense case of the Apple ads as well. Because Apple literally just shows broad social topics or broad things and then just concludes it by saying Apple.
Yep, I agree. That's why I don't like the Apple ones. They're just like, remember this person? Remember this movement? Buy a Macintosh. It's like, no, dude, you can't do that. Okay. Next up. Okay, Colin Kaepernick. So let's really lighten the mood here. Okay, here we go.
If people say your dreams are crazy.
Oh, God.
If they laugh at what you think you can do. Good. stay that way. Because what non-believers fail to understand is that calling a dream crazy is not an insult. It's a compliment.
It's a good line.
Don't try to be the fastest runner in your school or the fastest in the world. Be the fastest ever. Don't picture yourself wearing OBJ's jersey. Picture OBJ wearing yours. Don't settle for homecoming queen or linebacker. Do both. Lose 120 pounds and become an Iron Man after beating a brain tumor. Don't believe you have to be like anybody to be somebody. If you're born a refugee, don't let it stop you from playing soccer for the national team at age 16. Don't become the best basketball player on the planet. Be bigger than basketball. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. When they talk about the greatest team in the history of the sport, make sure it's your team.
PBS.
If you have only one hand, don't just watch football. Play it at the highest level. And if you're a girl from Compton, don't just become a tennis player. Become the greatest athlete ever. Yeah, that's more like it. So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
Okay. I have two issues with this commercial. Issue I don't have, Colin Kaepernick, great quarterback, Niners, almost won us the Super Bowl. Love him. Love Colin Kaepernick. Here's the problem, though. First, I don't actually think it's good advice to tell people that you should become the best athlete in the world. I literally made a video about this. I think you should tell people to be the best at what you specifically are good at and not be like, if you buy Nike shoes, you will literally be better than LeBron James. No, you won't. Nobody else is going to be better than LeBron James. What are you talking about? That's not a realistic goal to instill in a person, and then it just hurts more when you fail. You should give like the messaging. It's like, you got to be the best version of you. And the messaging literally is, don't just be the best athlete in your school. Be the best athlete in the world. No, you can't do that. The person, and the second one is, again, you're jamming fucking your company logo at the end of a nice, sweet message about the importance of dreams and all this, like, which is great. But like, dude, this is not about, anyway. Parker, what do you think? Do you love this commercial?
So I just Googled Colin Kaepernick. What is his relevance to the commercial?
So this one, okay, so we're in a chain of, like, I think social justice related commercials. Colin Kaepernick was famous because he started kneeling during the national anthem at NFL games, and he was like the first notable one to do that, and kind of kicked off a, let's say, widespread movement of players who kneeled during the national anthem and all the, let's say, controversy that surrounded that. So he became kind of the face of that. At the same time, he was kind of falling off as a quarterback, so he was also not playing in the NFL, I want to say. I don't know if anybody knows off the top of their head. I don't know the exact timeline. And then so Nike, in response to that, it was controversial. And then, you know, some people were like, this is a powerful statement. Some people are upset. They're like, this is America. I want my country back. And then Nike was like, we're going to stand behind Colin Kaepernick and make an ad around him, which was like kind of controversial at the time. That is the context. So there's all this social context around this. But then, you know, it's just a nicely messaged commercial. But again, you know, company jamming their logo at the end of this feels a bit funny to me.
Okay. I rate this D. Maybe these kinds of commercials are just not my style, where it's just like a social activism message and then suddenly a brand. I feel like this is now become a recurring theme in the late 2010s now.
I think maybe the Emmys were doing the yeah. Okay,
so I mean, for the same reason as like the Apple one and the one right before this, I don't think this doesn't incentivize me to actually go buy Nike products. Maybe this is just a trend in current.
Okay, but it's better than that fucking Apple product. I hated that one.
Maybe it's just like a marketing trend at this point. But I rated a D.
I think that's fair. I think that's what chat's on. I think it is a good, sweet, well-made video that does not need to be a commercial for Nike. Okay, number 20. Next ad is pretty graphic. Do you feel like we should watch this at all, Roach? I'm wondering if this is even okay to watch on YouTube. We might put it in excellent tier. Honestly, probably not. All right, if you want to go watch the winning commercial of 2022, it is about Sandy Hook. I'm not going to watch that.
Wait, why can't we watch this?
I suspect there is a strong chance that it would get the video demonetized or shut down on YouTube, potentially on Twitch as well. And also, there's been a couple people making kind of edgy jokes recently. I don't really want to see edgy jokes in the chat about Sandy Hook. So, what is going on here? I've seen it. I mean, again, you can Google this if you want. So there's a whole list of like, these are every year the Emmys give one commercial, an award. So that's the Emmy winning commercial of 2022. Feel free to go watch it. Okay, we're on to 2021. We have 4 more. Our current winner is Canon, right? Or is it Kodak? It's Canon, yeah. 2021. Yeah, I would say the commercials have become much less whimsical over time. Like, yeah. All right, here we go.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
Wait, no, this is the Sandy Hook one. No. Oh my God. No.
We're never alone. And that is our strength. Because when we're doubted, we'll play as one. When we're held back, we'll go farther.
Damn, that's such a sick shot.
And harder. If we're not taken seriously,
that's such a
we'll
sick
prove that wrong. And if we don't fit the sport, we'll change the sport. We know things won't always go our way.
And the world's sporting events are
Damn.
postponed or cancelled.
But whatever it is, we'll find a way. And when things aren't fair,
there you go.
We'll come together for change.
We have a responsibility
to make this world a better place. And no matter
Damn,
how
that's
bad
pretty
it
sick.
gets,
This is pretty badass.
we will always come back stronger. Because nothing can stop what we can do together.
That's so sick. Can't stop sport. Okay. Nike, little too present in this list. I'm going to be honest. That being said, that's a good goddamn commercial, man. Oof.
Out of the Nike ones, this, I guess, was the most relevant, best with cinematography. I guess this is, I still don't like Nike, but I hesitatingly say I sort of like this commercial.
Okay. There we go. I mean, that was really fucking good. I think it had the same... It included the same messaging as the 2019 one, but with, like, just really, really good execution. Okay, we're at cinema. This is straight up in cinema tier.
Oh, I'd rate it like a B.
Come on! I thought, okay.
I mean, it's out of all the Nike commercials, it is decent.
Okay, sorry, I misinterpreted what your response was. My bad. So are we putting in A? Is it above or below the cat? Dude,
below the cat.
Really? The cinematography was incredible on that. That is an amazingly well-made ad. Like, from pure cinematography, that is the best ad that we've seen. That was incredible.
Wait, what was the other one that was really good for cinematography? The not
Canon.
the Canon one.
The cat?
No, the cat had bad
okay. As a
cinematography.
recap, we have the Canon one, we have Cat, we have the one we just watched, Cavemen. This was the Nike Apocalypse one, which is still one of my favorites. The School Bus Kid, the Goldfish, the Swear Jar, Old Spice. I don't remember which this one was. Something about the Olympics. I think this was the Moms one, I want to say. I think that was about Moms.
I'm pretty sure we rated the Moms one pretty low.
Did we?
Or maybe I rated it low and then
Oh yeah, your
chat
mom is
boosted
low
it up.
down there. Yeah. The lowest is the Apple Store one, to be honest. Honestly, it was the same as the Kaepernick one. I feel like dude, it feels so much better than the Kaepernick one. Like
it to me is significantly better than the
it even
football
included
quarterback
Kaepernick.
one.
Like it had the same vibes and even some of the same people. Oh, so good.
The quarterback one viewed like an activism video. The 2021 one seemed like it was like an actual sports ad that also included important messaging.
Really? I feel like it was still very
like a significant difference between the two.
That's fair. I still feel like neither one of them are really about Nike, but the 2021 one was just like really well made. Oof. Okay. Parkser. I'm going to play dramatic music. Oh, here's another. Is this one also Sandy? I think this one's also Sandy Hook. Teenage Dream, Sandy Hook Promise. Okay.
You think I'm...
Okay. Yep. No, we're okay. I am so honored to announce that Sandy Hook is also going up in the incredible, beautiful commercial tier.
Is Sandy Hook Promised a charity?
I don't know. I don't know why there were two commercials for Sandy Hook, also 2 years apart.
I will Google it.
Okay. Yeah. What is Sandy Hook? Okay, actually, for people who are not aware, Sandy Hook was one of the big school shootings in America. So it was like a genuine tragedy, like a super not good thing. And I think I would rather not have the video and stream shut down, and more importantly, would not really like the mods to have to deal with people making edgy jokes about that.
To confirm, yes, the Sandy Hook Promise is indeed a charity.
Okay. Is it for Sandy Hook villains or something?
Did you say villains instead of victims?
Sandy Hook victims. 2023 is the one on Vimeo. Okay, cool. I have that downloaded.
But yes, I would assume so. I can read more about it.
No, it's fine. It is one of many things where I'm sure it is a very well-made video and edit and cause that I don't think is the best fit for this particular environment right now. Okay, let's move on to 2023. This is one of our 2 remaining videos. Here we go.
Hey Siri, set my morning scene.
It's Apple.
It's currently clear and 71 degrees. Today's high will be 80 degrees.
Open weather. Swipe left.
Oh my god, literally Apple.
Ow! God! Why is this so loud?
I said that even before I knew I was. I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was.
Hold on. Keep an open mind, all right?
A painting. A red jacket. I have wrestled with the alligator, tussled with the whale.
Turn right.
Tap, take picture.
This one at least shows the
Tap,
product.
take picture.
That's true. To be fair to this commercial, it is showing for people with disabilities or challenges like this phone, and these features are going to help you in meaningful ways. It's going to make your baby cry. Why is this commercial 10 times louder than any other commercial? Apple despises. Oh my god.
I shook the world.
I mean, these are cool ass features. I think that was pretty good, to be honest. I think that was pretty good. I'm biased against Apple. It still feels too much like we're a brand and we care about the people who are disadvantaged and disabled. Look at us, brand. Buy our iPhone. It still feels a little in that camp very clearly. But I think it's a lot better than some of the other ones they did. It's not just like showing Nelson Mandela and, fucking, I don't know, Gandhi and being like, Apple, think different. There's something like there's substance there that I think is actually like, pretty solid.
Is this ad supposed to highlight the accessibility features of their iPhone?
Yes. Well, okay. Yes, and the cynical interpretation is like, this is trying to show you how awesome Apple is by being supportive. It's like, I think there's a cynical interpretation of what Apple is trying to do here. But yeah, that's on paper.
This is the most relevant Apple ad out of all the ones that we've seen. It actually shows the usage of the product.
I think
the product usage is relevant.
Yeah, it pairs a strong message with genuinely useful features for varying people, It's not really possible to present these features in a different way. Yeah, look, so I would not interpret this. The fact that it's Apple makes me interpret it somewhat cynically, but this is a very good commercial, I think. I think it's really well done and it's tasteful. Like, I would rate this pretty high.
To the person whose chat message you just read, that is literally what I was about to say. What if you were making an ad for Apple where their mission was to show their accessibility features on their new iPhone? What would you have done differently to make it better?
I think this is a very well-made commercial. And my cynical interpretation, based on how Apple does products, is that this is less about communicating to disadvantaged people, here is the different way our products can help you, and it's more about signaling to everybody else they're trying to market at and being like, look at how progressive and awesome Apple is as a company, right? Like, it still feels a little bit, aren't we, Apple, the company, so amazing? That's the concern, right? Is that this is a way to show how amazing and awesome they are. But that's like the most cynical possible interpretation. I feel like it's a really good commercial. I feel like it's quite solid.
Okay, now that you mentioned it, maybe my perception is now being, because we watched.
I'm biased because of Apple, because Apple does shit like this, and I don't or trust them.
Not specifically because of Apple. Maybe it's because we just watched like 3 or 4 fairly activism style commercials in sequence, and then it's this. So maybe just like for comparison, I am thinking this is not pandery.
I think it's good. I would say my feeling is 10% cynicism, 90% well done. This is really good. And the fact that they made all these accessibility features is also in and of itself, like they went to the effort to do that. So
I think this is fine. I'd rate it either a B or a C.
I think B is solid. I think it's good. I think it's a very good video. Is she doing this on her work laptop?
Why is that detail important?
Because that's a bad idea to do that. Oh, they are gonna pork.
Not too many people can see we're all the same.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I like this one a lot. This is really good. He stole it from the guy.
Can see we're all the same.
Does him being lonely excuse the fact that he's an asshole to her? I'm not sure. Okay, I really like that one. That was good. I enjoyed that a lot. Parker, doesn't that give you the Christmas spirit? Don't you feel like there's just a little bit of Christmas hope left in the world? That maybe if we believe hard enough Santa is real and our boss isn't an asshole?
As an Apple ad?
Oh, right. I forgot it was an ad.
Again, as a short film, sure.
The previous Apple one did a way better job at being like, look, our product genuinely makes people's lives better. This one is just a fun story about this girl, this woman and her boss. The amount of work she put into torturing her doll is creepy. It is worth acknowledging. The amount of time it would take to make that stop motion film is like hundreds or thousands of hours of like torturing her boss in a thing. And then, yeah, I don't think that is entirely appropriate behavior on her end, to be honest. It's an ad for the quality Apple camera. I do that with my Parkshire doll.
So if this was like a standalone thing, probably an A or a B. Because this is intended to be an ad, on the basis of like, is this actually selling the product? That is why I would go with C.
I would put it A, I think. Because yeah, it doesn't land that much as a commercial. It's just like it's a really nice video. It's just very sweet. Like, this is just a short film, you know? I didn't end this and then be like, man, I want to buy a Macintosh right now. It doesn't make sense. What does not make sense to you about it? It's pretty straightforward, man. Like, I think we could do A or B. What's your rating, Parser?
C.
Okay, we're dropping a B tier.
Is that the last one?
That is the last one.
I feel like I need to increase the rating on some of these now that I have a full picture of what the ads are like. I really like the older ads.
Okay, let's get into it. Parkser's top 3 ads. Go.
Could you scroll up?
Oh. You have.
So do I have to put 3 in cinema?
I just want to know your top. Look, the only one that officially got cinema from all 3 of us is the Canon one, which is, I would say, my favorite. But on top of that,
increased. So
you have Cat.
Had I known,
yes,
had I known the full scope of the advertisements, I think this is literally the highest number of ads I've ever watched in a single sitting.
Yeah.
Now that I know what ads are like, I have a better scope of understanding and a better scale of rating. I would put the Cat in S tier. Why are you making him bigger?
Hold on. All I want to know. Okay, all right. So we'll say this one's up in S tier, and then any other that you would put into S tier.
Do I like the school bus one enough?
The school bus one was really cute.
I think the school bus one is. I feel like the school bus ad took what a lot of the modern ads want to do and did it in a wholesome, nice, non-activism way. So I like the school bus one. So I guess that one. And then I would bump Fish up to be higher in A. I think those are the ones that stand out to me as memorable.
Okay, so Fish moves up.
That I liked.
So now, Parcher, tell us. Just rattle it off the top of your head, okay? Don't look at anything. What to you is the greatest commercial of all time?
Are you trying to get people to vote for you to buy a cat?
Parcher?
The Canon
Oh,
one,
it's your
the
mom.
camera one.
Your mom's here too.
The
cat's eating your mom.
Overwhelmingly, that one is the best. You're not going to buy a cat. You're going to buy a camera. A Canon was the best
come
ad
on.
today.
I don't want a camera. I don't want a $500 camera. Okay, so you
if
can.
I were to pick the cat. Okay, so if I were to pick the school bus, would you buy a school bus?
No, I would buy a child. No, I would buy, what is it? I would buy snap.com. But no. Look, you voted. Chat. Of your favorites, what do you think is your number one? You had a lot that were in cinema. What is your favorite ad? The Canon one, which we all voted on as, I think, collectively the best. The school bus one, which was
the only one that was like mutually S tier.
That was the only mutually S tier.
I had the scale of rating.
Cat, Fish. I'm just kind of writing them out. Nike Apocalypse, which I loved, by the way. I thought that was a great one. It's not a cat. It's a mortgage. Oh, right. It's more. I forgot it's for mortgages. The Caveman one.
Are you gonna buy a house and get a mortgage?
No, just a mortgage.
And then do what with the money?
Old Spice. Are there any others that people S-tiered? I don't think so. From you guys. Oh, you know what else needs to be in there? All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have my clear number one, which is Canon. Parkster's number one, which is Canon. But he also seems tied between that, the cat, and the school bus.
No, I'm not tied.
And
the
ladies and gentlemen,
overwhelmingly the best.
After re-voting. Wait, hold on. Wait, real quick. Canon or cat? Parcher?
Of course, Canon.
Oh, Canon's above cat.
Yes, Canon was overwhelmingly better than all the other ads. I liked Canon the best. And I am bringing up Snap.com and the mortgage company after seeing how bad the other ads were. So, like, for comparison, those two, I think, deserve S tier.
Well, based on chat's votes, I'm going to do this as well. We still agree Canon is number one. Cat deserves to be up in S tier. Same with School Bus.
My favorite ad.
And one new addition. Parkster's maternal mother. Which means it's time for me to buy.
A mortgage?
No, what is the name of the camera? How much is it?
I don't remember. It's an old camera.
Okay, does anybody have the brand name? The EOS Rebel T41i. Okay, do they sell this on Amazon? This is from 2012.
Wait, they do.
What?
It's $789.
Why is it that much?
Oh, wait, this is not an outdated camera, apparently.
What?
EOS Rebel T4i. Yeah, this is like a camera that people use.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to announce I'm going to be the owner of a new camera.
Okay, well, this is less funny now because this is not going to be a complete waste of money because this is actually apparently a usable camera.
I don't need a camera.
You need this one.
Get it used. Please send me it. Canon makes products to last. Buy the older version on eBay. This is the same one, EOS Rebel T4i. Unless they're like remaking it. Can I even use it for streaming? Can you buy a cat instead? Parksher, can you look up how much it costs to get a mortgage? Just standalone, not tied to a house?
You that's not a thing. The only way to ever get a mortgage is to purchase it as to add it on as a way to finance a house. You can't just buy a mortgage.
I feel like if I went to a mortgage company and said, I just want to get a mortgage.
They will They will pre-approve you for a mortgage. They will let you submit an application and
get a mortgage on the camera.
But then
so
you
we gotta
get
call
the
them
camera
and
too.
ask if they're willing to let me buy this $780 camera in a 30-year mortgage loan.
That's not how mortgages work.
I want a 30-year fixed rate mortgage on this camera, Parksher. I can't afford it right now.
That's first of all, yes, you can. Second, that would just be a loan. And third, that would mean you are getting both the camera and the loan.
Can I mortgage the cat? Oh, somebody said I could make a payment on their mortgage. Yeah, maybe I pay for one of Chat's mortgage payments.
Define mortgage. I'm starting to question myself because of mortgage, a loan for the purchase of real property. You cannot buy a camera with a mortgage. You cannot buy a cat with a mortgage unless you're going to live inside the cat's intestines.
It needs to be that company. Right, it's got to be that company. I don't know what I'll do. Would you use this?
Mortgage company.
You take nice pictures. Would you use this?
No, I would not use this camera.
Okay, I'm going to look on Facebook Marketplace for it.
I used to have a Canon G7X Mark II, but then I went to Oakland, California, and it got burglarized from me. So then I replaced it with a Sony ZV-1, and I use those cameras because they just sort of fit in my pocket.
Oh, it's $200 on
not
eBay.
like
Okay, cool.
Bigger camera like this. So I would not want this camera.
Maybe we'll bury it in the desert and give people clues to where it is. Auction it. What if this is in the auction for the Monterey stream this year?
Oh yeah, you could do that.
So it's just a camera. It's just an old camera. Or just like, feel free to bid on this.
Yeah.
But like, why? Why would anybody want it?
Because it's a camera.
It's just a random camera. Why would they pay more than list price for it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Somebody made a good idea. I take a bunch of pictures of you on the camera and then give it to somebody. Like that's you're auctioning. You're buying a camera that's filled with photos of Parkser.
Take a picture of yourself with it. Why me?
I just feel like I could capture you. That's the end of the sentence.
Okay, the question of why would somebody pay more than market price? They did that for all of the items that were raffled last year. How many people?
No, there was sentimental value. You couldn't get those elsewhere, except for the guitar.
Somebody bought a law book for hundreds of dollars.
Somebody
bought
signed.
a guitar.
It was signed. I'm not going to sign the camera. I guess I could.
Yes, you could.
Everything
you're
was
saying
signed.
that you're going to take pictures with the camera first.
There was nothing that we
also...
auctioned that you could just literally buy. I think for this is a good point though. For this year, we should auction off just like a bag of Doritos. It's not signed. It's like not even opened. And it's just a product that you're paying more for, and that's funny.
I mean, okay, that is fine.
Okay, would you take photos of me nude? I do think that would get a lot of auction money.
Wait, what? I can't tell if you asked me if you want me to take nude photos of you or if I just misheard you.
Why don't we take photos of people at TwitchCon, and then you buy the camera and you see if you're in the photos? It'd be like a cool thing.
Sure, but I'm not going to be the one carrying around this camera to take pictures at TwitchCon.
How about we rig it up in my bathroom, and then you have a lever in your room that can take a picture remotely at any time, and you're trying to guess when I'm on the toilet, and you see if you can get any pictures of me, like, doing my business, and then we auction that off in the camera.
And then what if I actually capture you, like, naked, or like in the process of like removing your clothing?
Well,
or like in the shower.
Well, we'll have to blackmail the person who buys the camera then. I was reading Discord for a moment. What the fuck is going on in here? We're just talking about charity. We are. That's not incorrect.
That is technically not incorrect.
Okay, this actually is a pretty solid idea, that I can use the camera, fill it with pictures of like the podcast and of you and whatever, like of just random things, and like maybe going to TwitchCon or whatever. And then you get I can auction that for charity, and you get the camera with a bunch of like exclusive photos of just like funny random things. That actually I feel like is a pretty cool pitch. So that is a reasonable reason to buy this. I believe it will net profit for charity.
Okay, so to be clear, the reasonable reason to purchase this camera is because that was the objective that you set for the stream. So you have to buy this regardless.
Right, and I'm saying
that in itself is already reasonable.
That is true. Can there be...
Okay, so then we can buy two cameras.
One... Can you take one... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's good. We can make like a cool auction item out of this. Because I don't know what I'll auction this year. Point Crow still owes you for the baby in a blender. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Point Crow to agree to send me I'll send him the camera and then say, send this back after you've taken the most scandalous photo possible. And I won't say anything else, and I'll just see what comes back. Why not use it to take pictures of Rosa? Well, unfortunately, Point Crow is live. Let's knock on his mom. All right. I know that today some of the discussion in chat got a little weird. So let's just all take an internal moment to reflect, okay? We are chill. Nothing ever happens that's weird or insensitive. We will never speak of today again. I will be back on Saturday to play House Flipper. I feel so hot and rich. Remember how hot you are. Think about how rich you are. I'm $345,000 rich. All right, well, any last words, Parker, before we send it off? I will be back live on Saturday and then maybe Sunday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. My schedule's been all weird recently.
So what are you sending?
I'm sending it off. I think you need to pay whoever edits this double. Look, there were a couple weird moments, but this is actually a very fun stream. It was really fun watching a wide swath of commercials. I think the old ones were particularly like weird and silly. Like those were a lot of fun to watch.
Wait, the old ones were better. The old ones were way better.
I think they became a lot more serious. It's fair to say. And for the context of, like, for the sake of this stream, it's more fun to just watch like weird, goofy ones, you know. I am going to raid Failboat. Wait, they're in subscriber only chat? Oh, you're gonna have to follow. Anyway, thanks for hanging, everybody. The new ones were short films. Yeah, I think that's maybe a better way to put it. The commercials that win now, the Emmys, by the way, are basically short films that are very high quality. But it's like that feels strange. Also, I guess there's no time limit on these. It's weird. Since all these ads are American, you should do the stream again with ads from other countries. It would be funny to do a British one. Award-winning British commercials. That could be funny. Because I'm going to be honest, the other ones, we couldn't understand. Phone cameras haven't gotten that much better. Okay, cool. I mean, it sounds like it's a high-quality camera. It's all good. Wait, Parks, are you streaming more, and would you like a raid?
I am not streaming.
Oh, right. Would you like a raid?
No, I would not like a raid.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Failboat is streaming the new... Oh, sorry.
You're already raiding Dan.
Yeah, but I could cancel it because I know you want...
No, don't cancel. Just raid Dan. Dan is an actual... He is actually streaming.
You deserve it more.
No, I do not. I'm not even live.
You could be.
You have literally rated me more on my offline channel than when I have actually been live.
That's true. Okay, be sure, hey, say hi to Failboat. He's playing Mario Kart. I hope you love it. All right, bye. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye, 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 bye. What the frick? I can't stop the stream. It's glitching. I'm saying, are you sure you want to stop the stream? And then you block the yes button. What the hell's happening? What?
Yeah.
I mean, can I just click it?